Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are y'all doing? Y'all, please come on in. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know each and every time that I go live. You can support the channel in the way of super chat, super sticker. Um, Cash App is rolling at the bottom of the screen. If you care to support the channel, thank y'all for being here, everybody. So much. I appreciate it. And also, everything that I say is alleged, and it's in my very own opinion. Um, for those that don't know, this is like my little second job. It's a job. It's a real job, y'all. And you meet so many requirements, and you get paid for doing a job when you meet so many requirements. I said that to say this. What I'm going to talk about, I did drop the link, Linda. What I'm going to talk about, please keep in mind, it's a job. Please don't come over here putting in the chat. Well, why ya? Please don't come over here with the wires, because I don't want to hear it. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, you don't want to, you're not liking what I got to say or whatever. That's what any content creator, any blogger, whatever you call them, y'all. It's a job, y'all. It's like a firefighter got to go in and get a body or help pull a body out or something, trying to save somebody's life or whatever. Maybe they didn't want to do it. But guess what? It's their job. So they did their job. So I said all of that to say, sometimes y'all just have to be mindful of what you say or how you may say it. And just look at it from being, oh well, that's a little part-time job they doing. It's another form of income. Maybe I shouldn't say that. You know, that's it. That's all. Good morning, beautiful Linda. How are you this morning?
Good morning, sis. She said it best, but I'm gonna let everybody know good morning. Please be careful what y'all put in the chat because Kiki's husband and kids and the rest of the families is watching the chats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what went on last night, but I heard two different versions, so I'm not going to the other side to see what was said.
Absolutely. But it's just like I said, it's a job for us. Don't come criticizing us for reporting on a job. Some we may like, some we may not like. But I just get really tired of people coming, and I enjoy y'all. I really do, and I love y'all so much. But with that, well, why ya? Well, why ya? Well, why ya? Well, why ya? We get paid for this wire. Those that qualify. So please stop doing that. I'm the type of person that if I go to somebody's live, y'all, true story, and I don't like what I'm getting, I don't like what they're saying, or it may make me feel some type of way. I don't go in they chat with the wire. Guess what I do? I pop my little self right on up out of there and I go find me somewhere else that, something that I might want to hear. If nothing else, I might catch a movie, but just be mindful, y'all. This is our little part-time job. We ain't here to hurt I'm not here to hurt nobody or none of that. And yes, please be respectful of the chat. Um they heard people's is probably out lurking around and in these comments and stuff. So just be mindful of that. And I greatly appreciate y'all so much. And I love y'all, but all this craziness and BS and stupid is just getting to be too much. Good morning, Miss LaDon. Welcome.
Good morning, Miss Ladon. And I will be on the block game today. So if I see any negative comments on the board or mail today, people will be getting blocked from the chats that I be modding on. So get prepared.
Absolutely. Y'all heard that.
Good
Good,
morning.
good Saturday morning, beautiful. How are you?
I'm doing all right. The other day when I was in a chat, I don't know what it was that why I put it. I seen something, and it made me respond the way I did, and I think I put, and you laughed, G Squad, when I put, please hit the like for our sisters because we are here for clicks and views. We are. That's the
Mm-hmm.
point. That's the point. Like, did they lose the concept of YouTube? Did they
Some,
lose it? Like they're crazy out there. You're supposed to get likes, clicks, views, and comments. That's the way it works.
mm-hmm.
So therefore, if you don't want to be a part of the system, then don't come to the system. It's just retarded to say, "Oh, you just want to click in the yeah, we do. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the way YouTube set up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just doesn't make no sense." But I know one thing. I agree with the stuff about the Kiki and saying the disrespectful things or whatever. Um, I agree 100%. Uh, but as of anything else, I wouldn't take it personal towards you because we know why we're here for the views, for the talking, the communication, the stories that are out there, the bounce it back and forth. That's views. That's
Mm-hmm.
what we are here for. We're not lying. Yes. Yes. So I wouldn't take it personal because people are gonna poke at you. They're gonna poke, 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 poke. And like Linda said, block, 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 block.
Yes,
It's just terrible.
it is, but it is what it is. Everybody just be mindful, what we say. And then we come together, we discuss, we analyze, we sometimes come up with a conclusion. We laugh, we cry, we do all of that up over here.
Then we
All of that.
learn.
And we learn. Yes, we learn. So, like I said, if you just don't want to be here, that's fine and good. Because, whatever God has for me, it is for me. And it is what it is. And I didn't get a chance to say good morning to everybody like I normally do, but good morning to everybody all in one today. Thank y'all so much for being here. I greatly, greatly appreciate y'all, and I love y'all so, so much. Um, you are welcome to voice your opinion over here, but like they said, please be mindful of who might pop into the chat. You're also welcome to come up on the panel if you want to talk. If there's something that you really want to say, come up and put it in the back chat or whatever. Also, you can put a color on it, a dollar, whatever, if you want it to stand out and you want me to read it because the way it's looking right now, I might not get a chance to read it. I can't speak to everybody right now. But I see we have a special person in the chat that loves to throw tantrums, but she's my co-host sometimes too, but I love her. Absolutely. Miss Linda, did you
You
need to
better
say
leave me
anything?
alone.
Miss Linda, did you have anything else to say? She might be on the phone. Did you, Miss Ladon? Miss Ladon.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
here,
trying
G.
to.
So,
I
Did
was.
either one? Go
Sorry.
ahead.
just be mindful. The rules is in the chat. If y'all want G Squad to answer your question, put a color behind it. But I will be in the chat watching the chat. So just please be careful what y'all put in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But let me go ahead on and get into it. I was out on the street last night. I was on several streets last night. Did I like everything that I heard? I did not. Was it a whole bunch of lies? Absolutely. Is it trying to point a finger at one person or maybe several? Absolutely. Um, um, Good morning, beautiful. Welcome.
Good morning, ladies. Hi, Lynn.
Good
Hi,
morning.
LaDon.
Good
Where's LaDon?
morning,
Oh,
beautiful.
well, I'm running errands, so I just got a little say so. First of all, who messing with my friend?
No, I'm good. It's just that, ever since it has kind of like happened for her, you see little things in the comments, and they just have to realize that we're doing a job. This is really a job. And like I said, when you meet for a certain stipulations or whatever that they have, you will begin to get paid. So don't come over. And I'll say not just this one, to anybody's chat saying, but why did you do this and why did you do that? We're doing a job. It's a job. And if you're
Yeah,
not on that job site, you're not going to get any information.
I was trying to give some people grace, but I'm not doing it no more. You're getting blocked.
Absolutely.
You're getting deleted. I don't leave not one negative comment in my section anymore. Because people think, oh, I can come over here and I can say what I want over here. No, you can't. What I wanted to say is on my last video last night, thank you, because it was from your live that I discovered that Wanda went live. But I went and I did my own video. But anywho, somebody just commented that she was there and that Mel did supply food. The Gossip Girls, Amin did say thank you to the Gossip Girls because they raised over $6,000.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I pinned it in my comment, but the point is the way that Wanda was talking last night is
Mm-hmm.
that she was so disappointed in Mel for not showing up and um, Kiki family. Mel did it exactly how she's supposed to do it privately. You handle stuff like that privately. People do
Mm-hmm.
not have to do anything the way Wanda wants them to do it in order for her to feel like, oh, you did it right. But that's all I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to say. Mel handled the situation for Kiki beautifully and out of sight. That this is not a situation that had to be publicized on the internet.
I
Right.
agree. I agree. And one of our cutie sisters that lived there, I'm not going to say no names, that actually went, said that Mel went at a private viewing.
Viewing.
So
Mm-hmm.
Wanda don't know what she talk about. She just throws anything out there as if it's facts, and people listen like it's the truth. That's why I'm glad people debunk her stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds like to me that she went there instead of going for her niece's passing. She went there looking for mail. For what?
Yes.
For
She
what?
read
For
every
looking for
card. She read every flower,
Mm-hmm.
every card. She kept looking at the door every time it opened to see if
yeah.
Mel was coming in. Her
She
neck
she
was crooked.
look she was gonna walk up in this time. Hi, Melon.
Good morning, Miss Patrice. Thank you so much, beautiful, for your 9.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's what it sounded like. She was searching for mail, not at the funeral for what she was supposed to be there for.
Mhm. Well, ladies, thank you for bringing me up. I'm going to do some grocery shopping, and I will catch y'all later. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for hopping up real quick. So
Fun today.
as I was saying, there was another person that came on last night, y'all. He, it, she, they, whatever, called the local news people. He said
Call who local news?
he called the Huntsville local news people to listen in on that live.
What?
Not really sure if they listen in on the live, but that's what he said. That's basically like one of the first things that he said came out of his mouth.
And said I called the news so that they can hear my live about what Kiki and them did.
On the trip in Houston, yes.
That's ridiculous. That's absurd that you think the news people want to deal with some stuff like this.
Hmm.
This is like way too far.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable that you so Carlos King, Uncle Wanda, all y'all over there, even Dr. Heavenly, all y'all over there talking about millimeters do too much. You don't think that's too much calling the news station to listen to gossip that ain't even
Hmm.
factual, all of it?
Hmm. As if like with Wanda's live, they had them on standby, y'all. To if someone put in a comment that wasn't agreeable and made them look good, that comment has had to go. So they had everyone in place to do what? To play whatever part that needed to be played. But yes, he reached out to the local news people. He also reached out to that therapist that was on the Houston trip and her or assistant or something, and invited them to listen in on the live. So he had to make a second call to the therapist, and when he called back the second time, the person portrayed that she didn't really know who he was, and she asked was he the showrunner. He was like, no, I'm not the showrunner. He told her his name or whatever. But what I gather out of all of this mess, y'all, he showed little clips of when Mel threw the glass at Martell at Nell's house. Miss Aladon, you can jump in at any time you have a question or whatever. But yeah, he pulled that up. He pulled up where different little incidents had happened throughout the show since it has been on to prove a point, because they said that when Kiki threw that water in Tisha's face, they was ready to get rid of her on the spot. So he pulled all that up to say, well, why didn't y'all get rid of these people? It
Well,
was
you know
quite
how
a
bull crap that is.
mm-hmm,
This is how, if you're not a strong-minded person, you could be easily influenced and manipulated. I'm gonna
mm-hmm,
tell you about that. How dare him try to use that as, first of all, even if we never heard the show talk about getting rid of Kiki.
right.
We heard the crowd say, "Oh, they need to get rid of Kiki," and that was people that felt the way they felt. Did they get rid of Kiki over it? No. Kiki
Mm-mm,
was still there after that. Other
mm-hmm,
things happened when she started talking to you.
mm-hmm,
Is when they wanted to stop filming with her,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
allegedly. Okay, so that cup swinging, that was Tisha and those personal feelings. Oh, we don't want her on the show. I don't want to take with her no more. That was y'all people stuff. Okay?
mm-hmm.
So him trying to use that, it's not adding up. It's not equal. It doesn't make sense. It's crazy.
Nothing was thrown at him. The stuff that he did, the stuff that Tisha did, said, Marceau did, said, Wanda did, said, all of that stuff was irrelevant. None of that was spoken about. But people like the therapist, Kimmy Maurice was exempt as well. But people like the therapist, Mel, the producers, he wanted to put these people in a certain light, which was a bad light. When I say he never said anything bad about Tisha and all of them folks, nothing. You would not hear none of that. But he said that in Houston, how she was over there, Mel went to the door and told her, I don't think you should be with the group right now. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Let things calm down. She went over there to the bar and she cried her eyes out. You a 40-some-year-old damn woman. Mel got 4 babies of her own. 4. Why does she have to babysit everybody?
And it's not her responsibility.
It's
It's just
not
not.
her responsibility to
It's
babysit
just
these
not.
people.
Didn't
Claiming
nobody
that.
do it for Mel?
Yep.
Didn't nobody do it for Mel? God rest your soul,
Nobody.
Kiki. But on that trip, when Hotel was saying all of that stuff about Mel yelling and veins popping out and accusing her and all of that, you didn't say one word. None of
Mm-mm.
y'all did but Sunny. Stinking Stormy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep it real. Everybody wants Mel to always jump up and speak up. They want to say she got power when it's convenient for them.
Mm-hmm.
But when something is happening with Mel, not one of them open their mouth to protect, stand up, stick up for, or even say right is right and wrong is wrong. They won't
Mm-hmm.
even do that. So
Mm-hmm.
Mel didn't owe anybody anything, no matter if they're associates, friends, cousin, she didn't owe nobody nothing, but what she did was stay true to herself, stick up for herself, and be there for herself. And when she ran up on Tisha, it wasn't to beg, plead. She was nipping it in the bud. Don't start trying to add that on me. I did have
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with Kiki being here. She wasn't doing nothing else but that. So if
Mm-hmm.
anybody got mad that Mel went over to Tisha and said, "Oh, I didn't know this was going on," then that's on them. They just want to find a problem. Because if
Mm-hmm.
she would have sat there and let it perpetuate like that, they would have all been really dragging her. So therefore, she wanted to nip it in the bud. That's why I felt Mel went right away to Tisha, like, "Hold up. I didn't know she was coming. This ain't no setup. Come on now."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But he yes, dissolved Venus. Yes, Miss Venus dissolved. And after he said that she was crying and carrying on, I would have just got me a plane and just left. You know, you go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. And he said that every one of them knew that she was coming. Everybody knew she was coming on a trip. So that included Tisha as well, sir, and Marceau, sir. They was aware already. But it was more or less like they all bullied her. Um, what did he say? Mm, he called out the therapist. He compared that therapist with Dr. Francis, and how Dr. Francis said that he would not be told what to do when the therapist that was on the trip going to Houston, she was like more or less bought to do the things and go at her the way that they went at her or whatever. But
Oh, then he didn't mention Kimmy, huh? Because Kimmy's the one that set that up, right?
she said
Thank you.
she was the one that set it up. Kimmy did. Kimmy got things in motion. No, she was not mentioned. They was not put in a bad light. None of them. None, absolutely none.
You see how this is? She was
Mm-hmm.
bought, but you ain't gonna say who she was bought by because that was Kimmy's therapy session thing that she set up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he just compared them to the therapist or whatever, and he pointed that out. And who brought Kiki on the show? Mel was the one that brought Kiki on the show. All the fingers was basically trying to be pointed at Mel, even over the producers and all of that. Mel did this, Mel did that. Mel wasn't here for her. And Miss Constant, don't you tell no lie, because you know it's the truth. You was on a live. Kiki told you to shut up, and you was on a live talking to different bloggers about this and what was going on the Houston trip. Oh God,
So
y'all, it's so
Mel,
funny.
so that's another thing. They don't want to give Mel props for putting people in positions on this show. But when
Right.
something go wrong, they want to run to Mel. But
Yep.
Mel
And
brought her on. Mel brought
he,
all of them on the show. Now what?
he said that if Mel was her friend, why would you bring her on the show to talk about her addiction? Is that not part of her freaking story?
Oh my
Is this
God.
is that not what she said she wanted to do? She wanted to get on the show. She
Help
wanted to tell
people.
her story, y'all. That's
Help
what I
people.
heard now. I don't know what y'all heard, but she said she wanted to tell her story to get it out there and be able to help more people. What kind of friend, he said, would do that to you? What?
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. See, first of all, they don't got enough numbers altogether to take Mel down. They can
Right.
make her feel uncomfortable. They can aggravate her, agitate her, but they don't have enough to take her down. But what they're
Mm-hmm.
going to do is they're going on this like a obsessive rampage to where they're going to find themselves in some deep trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to find themselves in some deep trouble because this is starting to go deep and dark once again to the point where legal actions can be taken. Because now you are over there spewing out your beliefs to thousands, hundreds of people, and it's lies. It's lies. And it's harmful to somebody's brand and their character.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go too far, but keep on putting your foot in your mouth, because it's
Yeah.
gonna be the one big thing that come out that he's gonna do. That's gonna be the kick ticket. Trust me, he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna put his own foot in his mouth, because what they're trying to do, it's not gonna work out that way. Y'all can
Mm-hmm.
all make your little times. Y'all can all meet up. Y'all can all say, okay, you do this part and then I do that, because we got to do it like a team and like take her down. It ain't gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. You can tell that the videos has been sliced and diced and whatever he wanted it to be.
He can do
He
that
took
to
all,
them dummies over there. Sorry, I'm
yeah.
saying rude stuff, but it's how I feel. It's not
No,
G
you
Squad, it's LaDawn.
no, you fine, but you could tell that they all have had a meeting. I probably didn't tell it all in the order that he played or whatever, but you don't know, it is what it is. Y'all put it together however you want to put it together. It's fine with me. But they all got into a meeting, and we're gonna take all the blame off of us. Everything that we did to her to could have helped pushed her over the edge, that would be a no-no. It's gonna be Mel, the producers, and this therapist. And now, oh, it's mighty funny. You have a clinical therapist on site. Where was that clinical therapist whenever Kiki was there? Why, y'all, no disrespect, y'all, but why is it supposed to be that Atisha and Kiki more important than Mel and anybody else? Where they do this at? I'm confused.
Who got a therapist on site?
Love and Marriage Huntsville now. After
Oh,
what happened to Kiki, they got a therapist that's on site.
mm, 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 mm.
And y'all, what kills me the most when he say something or he showed a clip, he sit there and he twirl his neck like he out bam, like I done did something. Now what y'all got? Now what? That's his attitude. I've never seen
Mhm.
nobody so obsessed of one person. I said, Lord, I said he probably lay around in that apartment and looking at male pictures and just getting all off all kinds of ways up in that
Mm,
joint. He's so obsessed
mhm.
with her.
He
He
probably
wa-
cosplay, dress up at night as impotent he's her.
Yes, and Stormy was the only survivor there for Kiki. Stormy was standing 10 toes down for Kiki. Oh, and y'all didn't know this. Stormy and Courtney actually left the Houston trip. But then Stormy realized, he said, oh, shoot, I done left that girl there by herself.
That's
And then
because that was her intent. Don't that tell you
he,
something? But the one you talk about paid for her ticket though.
and then he said, when Stormy realized what they had did, they went back to the whatever, wherever they was at, to be there with Kiki. What?
Yeah, but you didn't pay. But you didn't pay for her ticket. You didn't pay for her ticket. You forgot her, and then when you went back, you didn't pay for her ticket to ride back with you. She rode back with Mel. So you mentioning Stormy it doesn't have a closure to it, because
Mm-hmm.
she still didn't end up. Stormy didn't help her. Mel did. Mel bought the
Mm-hmm.
ticket, not
Mm-hmm.
Stormy. She sat next to
Mm-hmm.
Mel to get back, not Stormy. So you mentioning Stormy circling back around still means nothing. It's just air that holds nothing. Okay?
So, but my thing is, if you rode the plane from Houston to back to Huntsville, and if you had such a big problem, and those people treated you so bad, so disgusting, I would have been like, "Hey, Mel, you know what, girl? Girl, I'm not understanding what happened. What was all of that? Da 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 da. Woo." Say something to her. You didn't say nothing. You over there at the bar crying like that, and you didn't say nothing. Mm-mm.
You can't
No.
blame nobody for what happened in Houston. Houston happened the way it was supposed to happen because people were in the places they were in and they wasn't healthy. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't healthy places, okay? And that, if you want to play devil's advocate, even something like that won't make a person so depressed. But with your aunt saying you should have been unalived, you were supposed to be AB, Mike, though.
Mm.
allegedly, because that's what
And
Uncle Wanda said about her own niece. That's more hurtful and harmful on this earth than anything else. Is to say you were supposed to be A, B, you wasn't even supposed to be here.
mm-hmm,
The
mm-hmm.
worst thing.
But
You
y'all know
telling people
what?
my baby ain't the father, ain't the real. I don't even want to go in, but it's just crazy.
Yeah, but y'all know what they saying without saying it. He mentioned Funky. That's just who he is. That's just who he is. Funky always been like that, and he's recovering too. They're saying in so many words, y'all, without saying it. What maybe a lot of people think, allegedly, and in my opinion, um, that happened to her. But they're not just coming straight
So
out and
they do
saying it,
think that. They think
but
it.
they throwing little rabbit nuggets out there to you. You figure
Mm-hmm.
it out. That's what
Mm-hmm.
they do.
That's what they doing.
Mhm. Good
And they
morning,
putting
Miss
the
Healthcare
words
Worker
with it.
Beautiful. How are you this morning?
Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing?
Good
Doing
morning.
good.
Good, good, good. Every time I say I'm not gonna watch, somebody texts me and says, "You gotta watch, you gotta go on." So the first thing that I got sent was the stuff that Wanda was talking about. I was surprised that she was calm in the beginning. I'm telling you, I was really surprised she was calm and she wasn't cussing up a storm. But of course, like I said, it ended off in a regular rant. She wasn't talking about nothing. I knew she was going to come on and blame the entire rest of the family and big up all the people that she likes on the cast, and of course, try to target Mel. And one of the other content creators that she's trying to say, did something and didn't give them blah, blah, blah. So I didn't even worry about, because she's the regular, that's how I knew she was going to carry on like that. When
Mm-hmm.
it came to Little Grown Boy, it's
Mm-hmm.
all regurgitated mess. You ran and said, next week, I'm going to give you guys the exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
What exclusive? Sir, you sat down and you digitally brought together regurgitated mess. And you thought you had the most priceless video. You thought you did the best thing ever, that you scored several touchdowns. All I saw was splice and dice and
Mm-hmm.
tuning things up to say, wow, that was a great. No, it was all
Mm-hmm.
garbage. In the end, I just laughed. I said, "You're so stupid. You're
Mm-hmm.
the biggest dummy. Why did you ever even bother to waste people's time? You
Mm-hmm.
wasted people's time. Even people must, to this morning, I know he's going to get it because you wasted people's time. You thought you had the greatest video because you prompted things and I got it ready. And you see, this is what they did. So he tried to blame Mel. He tried to blame production,
Mm-hmm.
and he went after Kiki's mom.
Yep.
And I think that's so sad in this point in
Mm-hmm.
time. Everybody's saying, let it rest, but y'all won't let it rest. We're
Mm-hmm.
still, like, y'all won't let it rest. Wanda won't
Mm-hmm.
let it rest because she's got something that she's coming with on Sunday. And I was like, oh God, it's going to be a waste of time. She's got something that she's coming with on Sunday. And then he's here, thought he had the golden ticket. Now everybody's going to run over and crash. And that's it for the millimeters. They're going to be so, no. I just tell you right now, little grown boy, there's another legion of 10,000 added to the millimeters because of what you did last night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It was said that he was a little hesitant about whether or not if he should or should not do it. He wasn't really sure, but also it was going to backfire. So I said, you up here and saying all this mess, a bunch of lies. You're not putting everybody in place that did something. And you
Mm-hmm.
really think this is gonna help you? And
Mm-hmm.
so now that you put this out, so now what? You sit and you're gonna wait to see who flock or whatever? No, it's not gonna work like that. It is not. They are crying out, y'all, for Mel's attention. They want Mel to say something. They're looking for a reason. These people are broke and disgusted. disgusted. They don't have no money, y'all. They're looking for reasons to be able to just sue Mel. That's
But
all they
not
want
only
to do.
Sue Mel, you know that they're actually it's so bad that right now all the attention is supposed to be on remembering Kiki.
Yep.
And you're still trying to pull this woman in to your mess and all the foolishness that you want to blame her for.
Mm-hmm.
There was two people who didn't show up. One that says her best friend that's not
Mm-hmm.
online, and then one that
Mm-hmm.
is online. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Just like you said, Wanda, you don't know what's behind the scenes. You said you repaired things with Kiki. Good. That's what you were supposed to do as an aunt to a niece. You repaired, okay. This is what you say you did. We couldn't see it. Fine. But how do you know Mel didn't speak to the family and do like people are alleging that she had done? We don't know. We're not too sure. We didn't see, but Mel is respecting what has been going on, and she doesn't want the spotlight on her. That's why
Mm-hmm.
she hasn't been flying out and coming out and trying to say all these things online. She has respect for her friend. Okay, even though they were not in a friendship that way any longer, this is how you show respect,
Mm-hmm.
by keeping quiet and not running to social media like we knew you were going to come back and do it.
Mm-hmm. Let me acknowledge this super sticker. Thank you, Miss Cynthia Scott, for your 4.99 super sticker. She says, he said all this before. Mel did tell her to go live and tell the truth, go live and tell the truth. God will cover Mel and her family. Absolutely. And again, thank you so much for your 4.99 super sticker. I see a cash app. Thank you so much for that. I will acknowledge you whenever I'm done with my live. But yeah, he just wanna get up there and look for a reason to blame in and everybody except for himself. Nothing, y'all. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And we know and we heard the way that he talked to her and treated her. You didn't get none of that last night. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. None of that. We know how Wanda talked and treated her. We didn't get any of that either. No. But I feel like someone promised him something, y'all. To me, that's what it feels like. Maybe Carlos promised him to get on the show. You should have seen how he lighted up whenever the person thought he was a showrunner. He wants to be like Mel. He wants to be in the spotlight, on top, this and that, woot, woot, woot. That's what he want to be, and he's not there. He even mentioned somebody named Terrence, and he mentioned Don Michelle, and Terrence was supposed to be like collabing to do something, I think pertaining to Kiki. Um, um, and he said the uncle that came out, he don't know if his name is really Terrence or not. But if it is, he said, let me know. He be really up there thinking he doing something, y'all. Y'all, these people is crazy. I've never seen nothing like this in my
He don't
entire
even
life.
know these people a day in his life, and he act like he could really do something.
Yes, yes. He act like he know these people, y'all, but he do not know these people. I think his life is so messed up. He don't like the way he live. He may not like what he drive. He just don't. He just don't. He just don't. And he compare himself with other people, especially male for some reason. I don't understand that part because you a male and she a female. But he compares himself to male, and it makes him very, very angry. He's so angry. You can
He's
see it.
hurt, G Squad. He's hurt because she ended their friendship.
No,
You
he's
are
hurt from who
hurt.
hurt him years ago, and he's blaming everybody else, putting faith on it.
That is true too. That is true too. It stems from a long time ago, but what really triggered him was when Mel ended his their friendship, or what he thought was going to be this
I was
close
about to say,
relationship. You fooled yourself, and you
yeah,
Mhm.
tricked yourself.
yeah.
You fooled and tricked yourself. Nobody said that you guys were going to be the best of friends. Why do you think um, not everybody's going to take you on that way?
Mm. I kind of I might remember some more before I leave, but it was just a lot, y'all. It was a lot, and then he was like, there was like a part two. Um, Open panel, it was called. You could go over there to the open panel and voice your opinion. So of course we know he has his people on deck waiting for the open panel. They come up there. Well, it sounds like Mel did this and Mel did that. And I was like, what the? These people has been trained, y'all. He has them trained, and they're gonna say whatever he tell them to say. I couldn't listen to the open panel. After that one person, I was like, I was really disappointed in that one particular person because can somebody just say, come on now, you know you're doing wrong. You ain't right. This ain't right what we doing. Man, y'all, we gotta cut this out. We don't get none of that. They don't say that, y'all. They just go along like la 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 la. They don't care who it hurts. And then people say, well, the kids. But Mel has kids, y'all. Can I say that again? Hello, everybody. Mel has 4 small kids. 4. How about what her kids may see or may hear on this damn internet? How about that? They don't care. They just evil. They're not gonna stop. They want to bring somebody down. Who? I don't know, y'all. I don't know who they want to bring down, but this is not the last. Because he said, I have so much stuff in my vault. He said he been on that Kiki ever since 2022. They've been talking ever since 2022, y'all. So I don't know. Linda, what you got?
Everybody support Melody. She's gonna be on Shark Week this week on Discovery.
Oh yeah.
So let's try to keep an eye out on that and support her because I'm gonna be watching for her.
Oh yes, absolutely. But what they don't realize, good morning, my boo. How are you, beautiful?
Hi.
But what they don't realize is the more they keep coming at Mel, trying to slander her, crucify her, do this, woot the woot the woot, and all of that stuff, the more followers keep coming to her.
It ain't
They're
gonna
not
work.
understanding. Let me acknowledge this super sticker. Miss Boss Chick, good morning. Thank you for being here. She says, congrats on your channel. Just came across it. Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope you have taken the time to subscribe. Hit that like button and the notification bell so you know each time we go live. You are so welcome and thank you for being here. Miss Cheryl, what you feeling and what you thinking?
Hi, ladies. Good morning.
Hey,
Hi.
Shirley.
Hi, how you doing? Hi, sweet
Good
Linda. How you
morning.
doing,
Good
sweetie?
morning,
Hi,
sir.
health worker. Hello, how you doing, babe? Hi, okay, I guess that's
Hi.
health worker. Hi, health worker. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh my goodness, my goodness. I see Miss Wanda's back, huh? Running her big mouth again, huh?
Yep.
She
She's
just,
going
she
live
just
again tomorrow.
Right. She just don't seem to keep her. She just continue to run her big mouth. Oh, all the castmates can except for 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, stupid Wanda. Do you not know that Mel is not trying to be in the same room with Martell? Did she not know that she has a restraining order against Martell? She's not trying to be in the same room. And quiet as kept, I heard from another content creator that Melody did a private thing. I think they had a private viewing for Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
And Melody, I think allegedly, this is what I heard from a content creator that shout out to Anonymous T. She was saying that Mel did visit them in that at that private viewing and helped cater the food and everything. Paid for the paid to cater the food allegedly.
Of course she did, but the relationship that Mel have with Kiki's husband, I mean, right now is none of nobody's business.
Right,
However she
right,
handled that situation is none of nobody's business.
right,
And if Wanda would have went to that funeral to do what Wanda was supposed to do at the funeral, which was fake and lie and pretend,
right,
instead of searching for Mel, she probably could have got something out of the funeral. And then
right.
talking about keeping us away, keeping me, Tisha, and Marcel away from the funeral. What if I wanted to get saved? Well, you could have been in the bathroom to get saved, to give your life to Christ.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, Melody don't owe her nothing. She don't owe her no explanation. She told her to keep her name out of her mouth. That's for one. And she don't
Mm-hmm.
seem to understand. But when she get that lawsuit, when she get them papers, when she get served those papers, then she'll keep her mouth shut. Then, because Melody's not
Mm-hmm.
You
playing with
know,
her. It's none
you
of their
notice how she
business.
went to the photocopy
Melo want to be
machine
around
and
those
printed out
snakes.
what she said?
Said what, Miss
Yeah,
Healthcare Worker?
Melo want to be around them snakes anyway.
Yeah.
They had
She
Destiny
went to the
there. They
photocopy
had,
machine and printed out everything she said.
yeah.
She had
You know,
those
I mean,
papers in
it
her
doesn't
hand.
make any
I
sense.
printed out
It's,
everything I ever said about her, so I'm ready. You're
instead of
just
Miss
ready
Wanda,
because I'm sure you know you're gonna get sued and your lawsuit is coming to your door soon.
it's
She's
coming.
so
It's coming.
ignorant. She's
Instead of
so
she's
ignorant.
ignorant.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
She's so ignorant. She said, I printed out everything I said. Thank you for giving us the evidence, making it
exactly.
easy for us. We ain't got to search it. Because the thing
Exactly.
you said is still lies. You didn't print out the
Right.
proof with the stuff, the slander you said. We already know what you said. We want the proof of what you said.
You see
Right.
how slow she is? She's slow.
Instead of her going there honoring her niece and celebrating her life. No, she want to go there and be nosy and be and meddle and want to know who's there, who's not there. She should have been going there to honor her niece. She was
Mm-hmm.
going to be nosy. This wasn't about her seeing her niece for one last time because she was all she talked about was cash apps. Why is she worried about
Mm-hmm.
cash apps? That's all she talked about.
They both spoke on Cash Apps, PayPal, and
Yeah,
all of that. But that one particular blogger, they said that they were not friends. That girl was not friends with her. Maybe they had a conversation more or less, behind the YouTube,
right.
or whatever. But they was not friends like that. They dragging that girl about that money. When Wanda put up there that son's cash app, you need to send him that money. Send that boy that
Right,
money. I'm gonna
right.
call him tomorrow, she said, to see if you sent him that money. That's what she said.
That's all she's concerned with. She's not concerned with she'll never see her niece again. She's never concerned with, oh my God, I mean, I treated my niece so bad when she was on this earth. I should be ashamed. I would be embarrassed to go to my niece's funeral after all the stuff that I said about her. Drug her name through the mud. Her, Letitia, Marcel, all of them. Drug her name through the mud. I would be ashamed to show up there. I'd be ashamed, but it's no shame in her game for some reason. Because she think what she do is okay. And then she didn't even take up for her niece when Bucky Geneva came for her niece.
She
Well,
said
let
she
me go
didn't
ahead
say
and
you
tell
got
y'all.
nothing wrong.
Y'all
Yeah,
can stop talking about that because it's a go. I mean, what he said was nothing. There was nothing wrong with what he said. Y'all better process that. They good with that.
They're fine with it. More than fine with it. And I
well,
knew
I'm
that
sorry,
was gonna happen.
I ain't
No,
fine with
no.
it. I ain't
A
fine with
lot
it.
of us are not, but they are saying that because Funky Dineva is the way he is, what else should we have expected from Q? Q
Right.
has been like that forever, and that's how he is. So when he's telling the truth, why y'all mad at him? Wanda
Mm-hmm.
said it, and
Mm-hmm.
Of
so
course,
did little grown boy. So I
of
don't have
course.
another. There's no more commentary. They accepted it. They're fine with it. We wouldn't be fine. So what are we gonna say?
That they
Mm-hmm.
stupid. That's what I'm saying. That
So he
doesn't make any
tells the
sense.
truth, and then he didn't see no habitual. I mean, no
No. But they're fine with
listening.
it.
Of course,
Even the
of
innuendo
course,
and allegation of her might have done X, Y, and Z, they were fine with it.
of course.
It's the hard truth, is what little grown boy was talking about. It's the hard truth. And Wanda, well,
Wow.
why y'all mad with Anthony? Why not Anthony? Why y'all mad? Why y'all mad with Q? Why y'all mad with Q? Why should they're fine with it. They do not
Of
care.
course they are.
The only person I think that would care and should care is Kiki's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I
I
don't
think,
know if she's gonna come out and say anything.
Uh,
of course, you're fine with it, but Kiki wasn't fine with it, and Kiki
Nope,
looking
nope.
down, saying, "You know what?" Shaking her head like the same old aunt. She has to change one bit. Even in my death, she's still the shit starter that she always have been and always will be.
Uh-huh.
So Kiki
mm-hmm.
looking down on her. It ain't even about nobody else, but Kiki looking down on her like it's a shame. And then you're talking about the woman's mother. That's her mother. You
Mm-hmm.
know, she should have
But
respected. what the woman asked not to show up because she's
Nope,
a shit
nope.
starter. But
Nope,
of
of
course not.
course not, because Wanda's the aunt and her brother is Kiki's dad. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm talking about? I said
Mm-hmm.
this a couple of days ago. Because she is the aunt, and that's my
Mm-hmm.
brother, and I'm allowed to
Mm-hmm.
do it. It's like she would have come anyway. There could have been an armed guard up at the door, and she would have
Mm-hmm.
still come, and then it
What
Mm-hmm.
I'm
would have been
saying,
a
but she
fight.
wouldn't have got in if it
Yeah.
was
Oh, she
my
would have. No, she
family.
would have broke out into a fight. We
And
all
she
know it. It
would
would
have,
have
yes,
broke
okay,
out
we fighting
into
our
war.
family. Yeah, we fighting our family. It would have been okay. Because we would have show dragged her up out of there. You would
Yeah.
not
Straight.
have gotten past that
Straight.
threshold. Who the heck you think
Yep.
you are?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Bertie, give me 1 second, y'all. Hey, Miss Bertie, thank you for your 199 super sticker. Thank you so much for being here this Saturday morning. I hope you've hit that like, share, and subscribe button to my channel. Again, thank you so much for being here. But Wanda, she ain't got they ain't nothing wrong with what she do, he do. Nobody, y'all.
Of course not. Of course, there's nothing
So
wrong
to
with it.
them, it's a closed point. We're
Just
arguing in circles for nothing because they accept it.
No,
So
they want
what?
us
Why
to.
are y'all gonna say we accept what he said? Q has been like that forever, and
Right.
Q has been
Mhm.
telling the truth like that forever. So why are we arguing the point?
They
This is
want
what they're
us
saying.
to, instead of being mad at Q or having an opinion or values and morals or something,
Uh-huh.
they want us to say, you know what? Bump that part, that what he said and all that. It's Mel's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump on Mel. It's Mel pushed it to her. Mel's the one that got her on the show. Mel's the one that this. Mel's that. So they want us to switch the rage to Mel instead of on how they treat it and how they continue to talk about this woman.
Uh-huh.
Ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
happen though. Not gonna happen because Melody paid her respects privately
Uh-huh.
without having to run into stupid ass Wanda. I mean, she don't want to see her either. Not only does she not want to see Martell, but she don't want to see her. They all know that she cannot be in the same room with Martell.
And
And
you
since she
notice how
said
that hurt
everybody
them?
came, she said everybody came except for two people. That means Martell must have been there.
They don't
And I don't know if
care.
he
They don't care about what everybody knows she ain't supposed to be around Martell. They don't all know that, or they act like they don't know it, and they don't care because
I know they don't care.
Stormy invited both of them to her party. They don't care.
I know they don't care. That's why Mel didn't show up. Thank God. So
Uh-huh.
they was looking for
Uh-huh.
Mel to show, and she didn't show. So if anything, Mel cared, and I'm glad she didn't show up, and I'm glad she did it privately. She
Not about
to
that
Mm-hmm.
not show
ass.
up, but around all those snakes, because all of them are snakes, and I'm sure Martell might have brought that Paramore whore with him. I don't know for sure.
That's an alleged, but
It's a legend, you know.
do you know how they are butthurt she didn't show up? Because they wanted to
Exactly.
show off. I'm talking about show off. It's supposed to be Kiki's day to honor Kiki. They wanted
Right.
to flex in front. No, 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 no. She wasn't going to give you that opportunity because the person to be honored, the homegoing service was for Kiki, not to show
Right.
off. So that's why she also didn't go. They
Right.
all wanted to see if she was going to be so they can
They
flex.
was
So,
dying to see her.
Wanda, if
Dying.
you were so concerned about Kiki, why wasn't your concern in the room and in the atmosphere about that? Your whole concern was like, I surveyed the room and there was two people. Why are you surveying the room? My mind
Right.
wouldn't even go to that if my family member was gone. I don't care who's not there. I wouldn't even remember if somebody I spoke to for 10 whole minutes was in front of me.
How much money did she put while she wrote about Cash App? How much of a cash app did she send her niece son? That's going
Thank
to
you.
college.
Thank
How much
you.
And you
money did
don't
she
That's
even
put?
why
trust
she
this.
also said that she's allowed to be there because how dare the uncle and them. How much did y'all put to the funeral? So
Right. How much
when
she
she
put?
found out supposedly somebody did, whoever paid for it, whatever, that made her even more up to go. It was up and stuck if they're not going to let me in.
Right. But how much money did she put? While she wrote about what everybody else contributed, how much money did she
Uh-huh.
contribute towards the funeral or Kiki's kids or anything else? How much money did she contribute? Because she's always worried about what cash app somebody getting. What she's on YouTube for free. That's not nobody's fault. You on YouTube doing this for free.
Right. Give
What
me
did
one
you
second,
give
y'all.
him?
Peace, love, and prayers. Thank you so much for your $5. She says,
Wow.
G Squad, will you please read Jeremiah 29:11? Stand, have faith in the word. No tongues of the godless spread destruction. They're footstools.
Amen.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much for that
Amen.
word. We totally agree with you. But
Yes.
Amen.
my opinion, y'all, I think that they wanted to go to the funeral to take the attention off of what people was actually at the funeral for. Even in Kiki's death, she was standing out too strong for them. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel, my opinion, allegedly, this is just me. They went there to take the attention off of the people and put it on them. Not don't put it on Kiki. She ain't nobody. She gone. And they wanted that attention on them. Let's be real. Why was Tisha back there boohooing like that, all like that? Ain't like
Oh,
Wanda goodbye.
please.
They should have. They should have had. You know how at funerals, well, memorials, they have the flash thing up there of different on the screen to show different, pictures and videos of different people's life or whatever. They should have had up there last week's interview or Tisha talking about she was dead to her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
LaDawn. Thank
Now,
you.
see, he played everything else, but he did not play that Dustin Ross interview that Tisha went on. He did not play that. Can y'all please hit that like button for me? It's almost 400 people in here. Y'all, please, please, please hit that like button. Thank y'all so much. But yeah, he didn't play that Dustin Ross. I'm telling y'all, nothing pertaining to
You
the
know
Scott
what?
Wanda.
G-Squad,
Hmm,
you gave me an idea. Well,
hmm,
I hope, because you know who's good at that?
hmm,
Here's a Hot Tea is good for debunksters and putting videos together. I would
hmm,
love for somebody to put all the videos together like how he did, but with
hmm,
all the that section of Kiki's interview. I mean, Tisha's interview, Marceau saying what he said, Wanda saying what she said, and putting it all together and playing it like that and putting it on the internet just like that.
hmm. But you know
Somebody
what?
need to do that.
Also too, he said the two friends wasn't there. Well, if I'm mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Tisha said they've been so close. They was cousin, sister, best friends. So wouldn't best friends consider Tisha to be Kiki's friend? So if Kiki's in Houston going through all of this, excuse me, y'all, going through all of this, wouldn't Tisha put all whatever she might have thought was going wrong to the side to assist and help her friend? That's what I would have done. That's my
Well,
best friend.
well, Tisha, first of all, created the problem in Houston. Let's go back to the beginning. Tisha created the problem in Houston for Kiki. Tisha didn't want Kiki there. Tisha had the attitude with Kiki. That problem in Houston started because Tisha didn't
Tisha.
want Kiki there.
Mm-hmm.
Mel was just the innocent bystander that they keep dragging in.
Mm-hmm.
Tisha started crying and flipping out when that girl walked in that door. Tisha had the problem with it. Not Nell.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Nell told her, come on. I just hope Tisha don't get mad. Now Nell was the one kissing up to Tisha, saying, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, like I said, Tisha is the reason why Kiki's Houston trip was a bust. Point blank, period. She said, I don't want it there. You was acting funny. You made them have to have a therapy session over it. And you was treating her like a dog in there, talking about, you're nothing to me. And then that old spill your husband said around the fire pit. No, that was y'all that created that situation for her. All Mel did was pay for a ticket for somebody to get on.
So why did Tisha have to be treated like a baby? Why she have to be handled with such care? She's the only one really on that show. Everybody has to flock to her. Little do you know, Tisha, before it's all said and done and said, everything that you might have thought that Mel went through, Sugar, I hope and pray to God that you're able to withstand and go through it as well, because it's coming and nobody's going to be able to stop it. All of this mess, you and your mama and your husband them created this mess. Now y'all just trying to get the attention off of y'all and put it on to Mel. That's all that is. Oh, I don't like that girl.
I don't like her neither. Tisha is mean.
She's
Tisha's mean.
mean.
She wasn't the popular one. She wasn't the
Right.
leader in the group. She was the one that, like you said, would pitch a temper tantrum or be mean or make everybody want to be on her side against the more popular one. She's the insecure one. She's the
Mm-hmm.
Miss Wanda just mad because Kiki wouldn't come on that show and go after Mel like she
Mm-hmm.
wanted her to. She wanted her to go after Mel. Period. That's why she wanted her on that show to go after when she saw Kiki was not going to go after Mel. Then she turned on her niece. Plain and
Wanda's
simple.
always had the behavior, though. She's
Plain
always
and
had
simple.
that behavior.
Yeah, plain and simple. She was not going to go against Mel, like she said. Kiki said, "I'm not going to go against the woman that brought me on the show." It wasn't Letitia that brought Kiki on the show, so Letitia need to stop that. She gonna bring her on the show. No, Mel brought her to the show, not her.
And
That
then
was
y'all,
just
he
a
played this
Couples.
little.
later.
He played the little clip whenever Kiki met Mel, and Mel was telling her about her circle. It's like they cannot process all this stuff that this Mel has had to go through with Martell. That
Right.
she's probably feeling overwhelmed, y'all. She's tired. If there's anybody, it's almost 400 of y'all know what it feel like to deal with a knock, y'all. It takes a lot
Mm-hmm.
out of you. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot. It's a whole lot,
Right.
y'all.
That's right.
And he played that little clip where Mel said that she didn't, she wished her well on her journey. Mel didn't say nothing bad to Kiki. She
No.
just let her know that she didn't appreciate what had happened. And, at this point in her life, she didn't have room for that. So when she got into the confession, Mel just said, I wished her well on her journey. I
Right.
Hmm.
don't blame Mel.
Hmm.
Y'all ain't finna make me be with nobody I don't want to be with.
Right.
Exactly.
And they
And
know
he,
how and they know how
he
King Mel is about trust and
And he
being able to
played
build
that.
trust
He
and
played
be
that, and then
loyal.
he took his hands and slapped them together as if he just scored. Like,
Like he
uh,
made the biggest score. It's so
yes,
true. Shame.
yes,
So
yes.
stupid. So stupid. You remember, if you guys go back to when the two couples were not speaking and it was time to go to, I forget whose birthday it was. It was one of the kids' birthday, and everybody was talking. And Wanda was over at Tisha's house and was saying, why are you guys gonna go to the birthday party? They can have other friends. You see how petty she is? She doesn't even
Mhm,
want the kids to stay friends. They have other friends. They can have other friends with other people. So the kids should no longer be friends because the adults aren't talking. That's how petty Wanda really is. She prefer everybody is mashed up. Even the kids should have to separate. Even the kids, but she didn't like how when Kiki was separated from them, and she's like, "Oh, you see, she came back." It was if she, I think what they were trying to do was help Kiki when
mhm,
she was younger, not to know you and your family, Wanda.
mhm.
But good. Do you see what I'm
Why
saying?
would
Good.
somebody want their kids around somebody allegedly? You heard what Mel said, she a thief. Who would want their children around her when allegedly she had kids on the block stealing and shoplifting for her and all that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Allegedly. She a thief. Nobody don't want their kids around her. She's a bad example. She's not a good grandmother. She stay in shit all the time. Who
Hmm.
want their kid around her? When you
The
got the kids in the area stealing for you. Allegedly.
But y'all
And
know what? If they
shoplifting.
want to keep it all 100, Tisha and
Please.
Marsha was not even thought of. Kiki and her husband was the ones that Mel asked to be on the show. And whenever
Exactly.
Marceau found that out, Marceau got Tisha little dumbass, and they threw the monkey wrench in for
Mm-hmm.
Kiki,
Mm-hmm.
making saying all that bad stuff about her. But my thing is, if you're gonna tell it right. It was from a surgery. What happened
Right.
from after she couldn't get them from having the surgery, whatever? That's none of my business. But it all got started from having a surgery, y'all. That
hmm
can happen to
Mm-hmm.
any of us. Any of us. None of us is exempt from that. We don't know. The doctors don't even know, because 9 times out of 10, they be experimenting on you to see if your body can tolerate the medication or whatever.
Exactly. All of those things. And she didn't just take up an addiction. It was brought
Right.
upon through a surgery. Unlike some other people, Q, you remember in your own little confessions? Cut it out. Cut it out.
And my thing is crazy because it seemed like a lot of they all had addictions. They need to stop. I'm talking about her addiction, Kiki's addiction, and worry about their own addiction. Martel, he got a sex addiction. He let uh sex caused him to lose his whole family because of a BJ. He caught Miss Wanda, alcohol addiction. She's always drinking. I'm surprised she didn't have a drink last night.
It was
Always
clear,
drinking.
some clear wine. She has
Some clear,
some clear
and
wine.
probably some alcohol in it. There was some alcohol in it. She got an addiction. Okay? Marceau, he's a serial cheater. He got an addiction. His addiction is to other women and younger women and other women. He don't care about his wife. He got an addiction. Maurice, he's a drunk. He's a drunk and a lawyer. He's a drunk. He would rather get behind the wheel and nearly unalive somebody just to have a drink. So I see a lot of addictions going on this cast. While they talking about Kiki's addiction.
Things are
Allegedly, in
crossing
my
over from
opinion.
a reality show into reality. The lines are very blurred over there. Very, very blurred. And it's very sad. The only person I'm going to say I have any empathy for, and a little bit, is Tisha. Because if she did not get the opportunity to be able to mend a fence, you do have to pray about that and live with that and overcome that. So yes, I'm gonna have a little, because you guys were family across every line. They were family. You know what I'm saying? They were family. So I'm gonna have a little bit, because regardless, they were like sisters and so sister cousins, and I have that in my family too. So I could just imagine what it's like in your own, when you're with yourself. You know, when you're alone with your own thoughts and how things play back in your head and how you go along through your journey now without that person. Because you always think, and you know, time is the master. You always think, oh, one day we're going to get back. In your heart of hearts, one day we are going to get back. One day we'll talk again. But right now I can stay mad with her. Well, the time is up. The time was over. It is ended. You didn't get a chance to have that last argument or the next hug, to have that forgiveness and then those jolly times again. So I have a little bit of empathy for her for those reasons. When I think about what family means to people, when I'm in my family, I know what it's like and what I've ever had. Right?
I get it. But at the same time, we talking about Tisha. Last week, she said her cousin was dead to her. Okay,
exactly.
That was last week.
I remember that. That is not forgotten. No, that is not forgotten.
And then another thing, I would probably have empathy for her if she came out yesterday and said, I don't care what me and my cousin was going through. I don't care what my cousin was going through or what she did when she was alive. Watch your mouth. Don't talk about my cousin like that. Okay? If she had done that to FD, then I would probably have some empathy for her. But when she allows people to drag her, she don't. To me, it's showing that you're not feeling sorry that you wasn't able to amend.
Or maybe because her silence is a sign off. Maybe because her silence is signing off. I get what you mean.
My grandmother had 17 kids, right? And they all wasn't normal. It was a lot of mental health, a lot of different stuff going on. And they were all addicts and all that, my mother included, okay? And let me tell you, they were all different. They fought each other like cat and dogs. I'm talking about stuck each other. I'm talking about they fought, okay? But if they fought 5 minutes ago, and they rolled up the street and seen the one that they fought 5 minutes ago fighting somebody out on the street, they jumping out that car and they jumping in. They forgot about the fight that they had with each other.
Yep.
So my thing is, Even silence brings you out, because we got family members that are straight and narrow, that never been in trouble. All my grandmother's kids didn't get in trouble. Most of them did, but not all of them. But I'm going to tell you like this. Even the straight arrow ones, when you mess with the family, they get loud now. The quiet ones get loud. So my thing with Tisha, her being silent, and even her mother is leading the pack, is showing me she don't have remorse. She might feel guilty in some instance, but she don't care about rectifying it, because if she did, she would be moving differently. She would, and it would speak volumes on top of it.
Let me say we has 375 in the chat, 272 likes. Will y'all please take a few moments to just please hit the like button? Panel, when we're saying certain words, we have to use certain, change it around a little bit if we can remember that. But hello everyone that's here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Please make sure you hit the like, share, and the subscribe button. I can't see everybody, but if you want your message to stand out, you can put a color on it, $1, whatever you want to, it's fine. But yes, hit that like button for me, y'all, please and thank you. But if we want to tell the truth, this is my thought, my opinion. I feel like all this stuff is started behind Latisha, because she requires so much attention. And when Marceau tells her you never take accountability for nothing, he's telling her the truth, yo.
All this started because of Tisha. I agree.
She started this mess with Kiki when she decided to go to Mel and her and Marceau and make fun of her addiction and tell Mel all about her addiction.
And that she'll steal out your house. Don't let her come. Right. She'll steal out your house.
Right. I mean, that's not something you had to tell somebody. That was her business. That was her story to tell. It wasn't for Latisha and Marceau to tell Mel or anybody else about Kiki's addiction. That was not her business to tell. That's her story to tell. Which is why Mel said, come on the show and, tell your story. Let people know what you've been through and your addiction and how you've overcame it. That wasn't for Latisha and Marceau to tell anybody. They started this whole thing. And then she's going to say, they look so much alike, but they're so different. I think Latisha was jealous of Kiki anyway, because Kiki was intelligent, beautiful, she's smart. She had a better marriage than she had. Kiki's marriage was a lot more stable than Latisha's. She just mad. She was just mad at her, jealous. Didn't like the fact that she was running around with Mel. Didn't like that she was hanging with Mel. So, this was all.
Tisha always wanted to follow behind them and be in the rooms, but she didn't have the personality to engage in those rooms.
Right. She was jealous of Kiki. That's what I think. She was jealous of Kiki. That's what I think.
Yeah, Kiki had character, personality.
Right. She was beautiful. She was really beautiful and smart, a professor, smart and articulate. She was getting ready to do big things. Latisha was jealous of that. She didn't want her on the show. She didn't, because she knew that Kiki was going to be one of the fan faves too, just like Mel. And everybody loved Kiki. So
let me acknowledge this super sticker. Thank you, Miss Rose, for your $4.99. Greatly appreciated. Cynthia, Miss Cynthia, thank you so much for your $4.99 as well. She says Mel was bullied for years on the show and nobody protected her. But now everybody gotta cater to Tisha and make sure that she's okay. So if everybody don't cater to Tisha and make sure that she's okay, what they think Tisha gonna do to herself? I mean, I'm just asking a question, allegedly and in my opinion. What? Why? Why people gotta cater to her like that?
Right.
I mean, is she that close? Is she that close to the edge? Or we can't say this because she might. We can't say that because she. I mean, what? I'm telling y'all, talking about Kiki wasn't ready for the TV. Tisha's not ready either.
No,
the only reason she's on this show is because of Marceau. Carlos told her, "You better step it up, or you gotta go." He told her that.
Yeah.
Right. She weak-minded.
Yeah, I don't like Tisha. I do a celebrity boxing match with Tisha and donate it to charity. I would. I definitely would.
Mm. And
And I
then
want
last
10
night, Wanda
rounds. I
said,
don't want 5 rounds. I want 10 because she need to feel it.
mm, mm.
Right.
Wanda said that her and Kiki has started to talk again. Like
Fib.
yeah,
So
but
she
Fib.
not
say.
really.
So she say.
Mm-hmm.
Think somebody gonna believe you, Uncle Wanda?
Right.
Yeah, maybe the misfits over there, but the people that matter and the people that got critical thinking skills know better.
Apparently,
Right.
she says that she called her because she wanted to pick up Kiki's daughter. Oh, let's put
Mm-hmm.
this all behind us. You know, we just got to stop this foolishness. We don't care. We're family. Blah blah blah. If it's true, good for you. If it's true, then you guys got a lot. Good for you, because I don't think the kid should ever be held away from. It's no. But if you did it, good for you, right? But
Kiki,
we don't know. We're not
right,
sure.
right. And another thing, why would Wanda need to do it when Tisha and Kiki are the ones that usually hook up with the girls? Why all of a sudden Wanda got to be that person?
But
If
Wanda's
Tisha
the
wanted,
enforcer. Don't forget, Wanda brings trouble to their door too, eh? Wanda purposely gears up, jumps in her car or jumps on live and starts all this spewing and puts them in trouble too.
mm-hmm,
She does it up like if I
mm-hmm.
would have already stopped my mom. I know I would have already
Oh
stopped
yeah,
my
or
mom.
you gotta stay out
I
my
would
life.
have I would have been like, you know what? If you say anything else, you can never talk to me again.
Get out
Because
my life.
right now, Tisha's even in more problems because of Wanda. Half of
Yes.
Tisha's problems is because of Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
And what
Right.
everything Wanda says, she also has to get the backlash for. If anybody was ever going to let something rest, it cannot rest because Wanda brings it back up and it makes people talk about Tisha again and again.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's like, oh my God, that was already at rest. Now I got to go relive that part or
No, she
whatever it
don't
is.
say that. She don't say that. You heard what her response was to Marceau. She
Oh,
does not say that.
she's
She's okay with it.
listen, I can tell you it's because she wants to support Wanda's madness. She's
That's what I'm
supporting Wanda's
saying. She's
madness.
okay with it because I don't even care about how she was raised with the mother she was raised with. Because guess what? My mother died of the virus. Okay, she was an IV user. My mother and my father was on it too, and my grandmother raised me. I put a work out my mother's arm when I was 8 years old. Okay, it didn't make me mean, spiteful, hateful and evil, and I am the only child, and I don't got a selfish bone in my body. So there is no excuse for Tisha's behavior, but that's who she is to the core. Evil, dark, and mean, just like her mama. They equal.
She's co-signing, but I can't tell my mom what I've told her several times what not to do. You didn't put the ultimate down because if the
Mm-hmm.
ultimate was you'll never see us
You pay
again,
her
you'll
bills.
never see your grandchildren again, and we will cut you off from
Cut you
every
off.
dollar that we've ever given you. How fast would she
Mhm.
have no YouTube or no IG? Wanda
That's
would have been
right.
at home doing grandmotherly things.
That's why Tisha
Mm-hmm.
gets nothing from me.
Mm-hmm.
So
But where is Kiki's sisters on her dad's side? Because if that was my sister and FD was putting out such words, I would have to come at him because you didn't know her like that. Why is you saying that? You don't know
that
what.
brings another person into the spotlight. You know they're calculating in some ways. That brings another person
They're
in their
doing this
family
on
to get
purpose.
scrutiny.
She's right. Healthcare worker is right. This is all a ploy.
Mhm.
They want noise.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing this on purpose. But the
Mm-hmm.
noise that they're
Absolutely.
going to get is not going to be good because
Right.
they're going to be canceling themselves out. They're going to, they're going to have enough rope to do what they got to do with it. Okay. Because I'm going to tell you about FD. He may think he's untouchable because of numbers, but numbers don't matter when it comes to bigger numbers, meaning mental health awareness people, meaning suicide people, meaning, and stuff like that. Once they get a wind of certain things that people keep saying, they'll cancel him out. It don't have to be the love and marriage sector that cancels him out. He can be done People get their pages taken for less things than that. He can be done.
He's doing. Q knows he's dancing with words. He's dancing to say, oh, you know, if I say this, it will be volatile. I'll get another 10,000 subscribers. He's dancing with the devil. Q knows what he's doing. He's another calculated individual.
And they talk about this is the dark side. That's not the dark side.
Good morning, Miss Black. Grand Rising, Miss Black Titanic. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Titanic.
But yeah, they throw that word out, the dark side. You went over there to the dark side. Well, what side is y'all? Is that the open? Is that the lights?
You're all right.
Don't you see they are all in one accord? All in one accord, in one singing voice, in one sound. Okay, that's not a problem. Then stay over there on your side. Don't come try and give your opinion over here. Don't try and put your mouth over here. We don't want it. Stay over on your side. If you did, nobody would be talking about each other. There we have it. If you just stayed on your side.
It's no telling how many times. Sorry, sure. It's no telling how many times they went over what to say with Wanda to make sure that she comprehended what they wanted her to say and how to say it. Because Wanda was a little cautious left yesterday, but y'all cannot tell me that these people did not collab. They did a meeting with each other, and this is how it's gonna go down. You go first, and then I'm gonna go on next. It was all planned out, y'all. This is no coincidence.
And you know, and AL and his old lady gang over there. Look at his look at the ones that he got. I'm gonna say what I want to say. LaDawn is saying it has nothing to do with G Squad's opinion. This is my opinion only. You know, if you really want to get down to it, you got the old, and nothing against it, but I'm gonna say it. You got the older women that the ones that y'all try to say over here, project over here, the broke down, Social Security getting, welfare getting, all of this stuff type of women. But over on Mel's side, they got critical thinkers, business owners, GED, high school diploma women that got jobs, that got morals, values. I'm sorry, it ain't making y'all are really twisted over there. Y'all are really twisted.
Right.
Yeah, look how they on one accord as far as speaking of the millimeters. I haven't got my check yet. Did anybody get their check? You know,
No, I ain't
male
getting mine.
supporters, millimeters, or whatever y'all call yourself. I haven't received my check yet. But they're all on one accord. Even with that, they're having meetings behind Mel's back, and they think that they're gonna accomplish something. They're not accomplishing nothing. They're just spinning in circles.
Right. It's just that simple.
Ain't that something?
And Miss Wanda family asked her, "Don't come on Sunday." But what is she gonna do? She gonna do it anyway. After her family told her, "Don't go on Sunday," she gonna do it anyway.
She picked the Lord's day to do the devil's work because the what she's all evil.
And the devil gonna have her ass in court very soon. Let's see what the devil gonna do to help her pay that lawsuit when Mel lost that lawsuit against her. Let's see what the devil gonna do to help her. I want to see what the devil gonna do to help her when Mel take her to court for $1 million lawsuit or multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Let's see what the devil gonna do. Let's see what the devil is gonna do for her when that happens. So she's getting on Sunday, start talking about Mel again. She been warned, but she ain't gonna listen. So Mel gonna go forward with what she got to go forward with, and let her know you gonna run me my money for everything you've ever said about me. Those papers that she got, they better be receipts. She better have some receipts when she go in court.
She better have the receipts. She liable and defamation. You talked about somebody's business and said it wasn't what it was. That alone is going to get you into problem. You said it with your own mouth. You can print out whatever. You could run to every fax printer, whatever. But what you said is there recorded. And even if you run back to delete it, the amount of bloggers that have that piece of the recording to help snippet, that's why there's no worry. There's a win right there. And I don't care if it's $10, your lopsided truck that's being taken off the lot and sold for parts just because you decided to be malicious and evil with your mouth.
Right,
Go
right.
and be a grandmother and enjoy your retirement. Go sit
Right.
down.
Watch some prices right or something. Do something. Get some
I've
booties. Do
never
something.
seen nobody in behind nobody like these people are after male. I've never
Telling you.
seen this, y'all.
You
What
know,
is
Upset.
it?
they're a
Upset.
fan. They're fanatic fans. No, those are the
Upset.
fanatic fans. They're fans. They're fanatic fans. Now, those are
Obsessed
the
with this
ones.
woman. Goodness gosh. But you better be able to prove what you say about her. Because when she drag you in court, you better be able to prove what you said about Melody. And them little papers she got don't mean nothing. Those are notes. The judge don't want to see no notes. They want to see proof. You said this about Melody, where's your proof? You said that about Melody, where's your proof? She better
Hmm.
have proof.
I
Period.
think Wanda. I think Wanda got angry from day one. Whenever maybe Kiki probably told them that my granddad said y'all was from the other side of the track, and I couldn't
Exactly.
come over here and play. I think Wanda took that to heart on that when soon as that came out of Kiki's mouth, and it's been nothing but trouble ever since.
That
Mhm.
Right.
did hurt Wanda. I think she knew that from a young age, right? I think she
Hmm.
knew Kiki might have said something when she was younger. And from then, there's been a problem, right? And
Hmm.
so I can understand when you're being judged, you get upset by being judged, right? Because they're not as fortunate as what Kiki had, when she was growing up earlier. And then she wanted to get to know them. So she got to know them and whatever, whatnot. But I know that that hurt them, the brother and Wanda. That bothered them. And so they've always had a vengeance against them, right? Like, you always have been judging us and you don't have the right to judge us.
Well,
So,
actually, it panned out because if you look at how crazy she turned out all these years
mhm,
later, this is why they
mhm.
said that.
That's
So
why they said
they
it.
had a
That's why they
right.
said it.
It was
That's
the
why they
truth.
said
You
it.
acted like that
Exactly.
then, and you're still acting like that now. Because if
Mhm.
you want to say we all got those kind of aunts in our family, but to a limit, like Medea, for instance, Medea off the hook, her pocketbook stay packing, but she still don't go over the top, right? With you shouldn't even been here. You were supposed to be unalived. She wouldn't be that graphic with her family. She'll be blunt and honest and say how she feel, but she wouldn't be violent with her tongue. You understand? It's a difference. Wanda is out of pocket. Wanda has been trashed from the beginning, and that's why that family said that. We want better for you. We do not
Hmm.
want you rolling in the pig slop with the
Mm.
likes of that. And he
But
knew
don't
what he was
forget,
talking about.
back in the day when this had happened and Kiki's mom was young, I think the family observed their family and
Hmm.
knew right away,
Yes.
this is not going to be what you want it to be, right?
Yes.
This is not going to be this. So they ensured that their daughter and their granddaughter now was in a safer
Better
place.
invite.
But
Yeah.
as she grew up, she was curious, right? She was curious, wanted to know the other side of her family. And you're right, it panned out exactly the way they thought it was going to come about. But
Mhm.
how can you stop a young one from wanting to know, the other side of the
No,
family?
you can't. You can't.
But
It's
now they
yeah,
see, but
yeah.
now they see, but right, but now they see why.
Yeah.
Because they were jealous of Kiki. Now they see why the parents didn't want Kiki around Miss Wanda and them. As
Hmm.
we see,
And
all the stuff that they
you
did to her.
have to wonder,
Kiki had
what
to
was
stay
the
on her own.
observation, right? What was that observation of, oh my goodness, you know what I mean?
Well,
The
I
way
can tell
Kiki
you.
had said it on the interview was from the other side of the tracks, lower income, and I
Right.
think that bothered Wanda. But I think
Lord.
they
I don't think
only
it was
didn't
just
see
about the
the
money.
I don't think it was just about the money, like you're saying. I think it was also about the behavior,
Yes.
the mannerisms, the
Hmm.
child that came, my daughter with this young man. It's not what we looked for.
Hmm.
It's not what we wanted for her. So,
Because I grew up in the hood, and we had families in the hood. We called them the lizard family because they were like, and like I said, I grew up in the hood. My mother and them was addicts. I didn't, my grandmother didn't get welfare for us because my grandfather just said, those are my grandkids. We're gonna take care of them. But you know, we still grew up in the hood, but we owned our house. But we seen other people that lived near us who were mothers messing with their daughters' boyfriends, like just trashy kind of people with no, you know, more letting their 13-year-old boyfriend spend the night at their house. You could run away and go over there. And there would be other people in the hood like, I don't want you around them. I don't want my kids hanging around them. Those people.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. And
Okay.
from what I heard, is Wanda had a reputation growing up. You know, a lot letting
Mhm.
kids in the block steal for her and all kinds of stuff, shoplifting, all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
lifting stuff. You know, who would want their child around something like that? Especially
Mhm.
someone,
Mhm.
you know, Kiki went to college. She finished college. She's a professor. Who want somebody, their children around somebody like that? That would have kids doing stuff like
But
that.
you know how it is. Good girls like bad boys. So she
Yep.
probably was impressed by her,
Mhm.
Wanda's brother, and a little exciting, you know, to her and all of
Oh,
that.
Kiki?
And she got no the mother. That's how she got
Oh,
wrapped up with Wanda's brother. Because my grandmother is a good girl, and her husband was a bad boy. You know, the good
Mhm.
girls like the bad boys. That's how they probably intermingled and got Kiki. You know, and Kiki was formed because the mother went on the other side of the tracks because good girls like bad boys. And Kiki's beautiful self came out of it, and Wanda resented because she knew that that family did not really approve of them, and she felt inferior and jealous.
Mhm.
what do that got to do with Mel? That's what I would like to know with Miss Wanda. What do
Mel is
what she's been
another
through
reminder.
have
Mel
to
is
do with
another
Melody?
reminder.
Right,
Another
Melody should
reminder
realize
of
she
Wanda, of who she's not, who she'll never be, who her daughter ain't. Wanda is jealous of women that are beautiful, successful, and got it going on. You could be
she's
6
more
years
jealous of
old and
she's
dress
much jealous,
better than Wanda, and Wanda's gonna want to have a problem with the 6-year-old child.
she's also jealous of younger, beautiful women also, I
That's
noticed.
why I said a
So
6-year-old.
at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with what she went through ain't got jack shit to do with Melody.
And
Why does
nobody
she keep
else in her
Melody's
path.
name in her mouth? No, 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 not you, LaDawn. I'm saying her. Why does she keep Mel's name
Because
in her?
she see the relationship that Mel and Miss Van has, which is
I think
kind of
that is
similar
too.
to her, to
Yeah.
what Kiki had with her mom and family and them. They wanted the best for them when maybe Wanda wasn't able to give the best to Tisha. So
Right.
But Wanda is also projecting, and Wanda also has a complexion issue. Like
Mm-hmm.
lighter
Right.
skinned women get more.
Thank
You
you.
understand what I'm talking about? I'm a
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
dark skinned
Yep.
yeah.
woman,
Yep.
so
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem. I have the self esteem, but I think
Yeah.
Wanda was always, in my opinion, and allegedly, I think
You're
Wanda
right.
always told, you're dark, you're pretty for a black girl.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
You're too
That's why
dark, you're
you ain't
too
gonna
black.
do
You know what I mean? She might have gotten that over time. So that has been something that's chomped away at her for all the years of her life. And so now she's projecting that onto somebody who is a lighter skinned, taller, beautiful looking woman. And to
that. Right.
her, she believes, and nobody ever said Tisha was ugly. Like I do, I think. Listen,
No,
Tisha's not
Tisha's
an ugly
pretty.
woman.
Tisha's
She's
pretty.
very beautiful. So I don't know why she feel, but I
Tisha's
think
pretty.
that's her own. She's very beautiful. That is her own from within. I think when she was younger, that was something that was said to them back in the day. The lighter skinned girls are prettier. They've got the curly hair, this, that, and the third. So that's something that Wanda needs to go sit down on somebody's couch and get the therapy for. Stop projecting
Mhm.
it out there because they were never projecting it back on you.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
She has a problem with younger
Mm-hmm.
women because
She,
Letitia's father likes younger women.
mhm.
Allegedly, he was all up in Mel DM and all that. That means Letitia's father likes younger women. So a lot of time, th- that's a lot of the reason why too that she has a problem with Melody because she see that that man likes younger women. Allegedly, has children with a younger woman. Allegedly. So she has a problem with the fact that Mel is much younger and prettier and younger
And light skin,
because that's
light skin,
and light
tall.
skin. She got a colorism
Mm-hmm.
problem too. Yeah, yeah, she
Mhm.
has definitely has a colorism problem. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what it
I
is
have
too.
not been I have
Lighter.
not been reading a lot, but I got to read this one. Melanated Energy just put this out
I'm
here.
melanated.
She says Tisha is probably an incest baby. Maybe that
What?
explains why Kiki and Tisha
Uh,
look so much alike.
Ooh, allegedly, in our opinion.
allegedly, another
Allegedly.
Mm, mm.
Oh my God. That's where the hatred come in for constant. You got what I was getting. Okay.
I can
name.
see it.
I can see it too.
Yeah,
Ah,
I wouldn't put it past. I would not. Mm-mm.
me neither.
Mm-mm.
I sure wouldn't.
Wow. That's something to think about.
I wouldn't at
Mhm.
this point. I wouldn't. I don't think I would let. Honestly, I've seen a lot of stuff, and I'm sorry. I would not let my kids go over to Tisha or Wanda's house.
Please,
Right.
I would
Mm-hmm.
please.
not. I am so sorry. I've seen a lot of stuff. People are mean. People are evil. People are
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm.
understand? I wouldn't do
Mm-hmm.
it because I wouldn't feel that emotionally and mentally they would be safe and cared for.
Right.
Whose kids? Whose kids?
If I was Kiki, I wouldn't let Kiki's kids. I wouldn't let them go at this point. Go over to Uncle Wanda's or Tisha's house. I would not. I would not. They would have to see each other at family events, at somebody else's event or something like that. I would not because I wouldn't trust them mentally and emotionally to be safe over there. Look what they're saying about their mother. How can you feel like that and allow people to say those things about their mother and then nurture them?
Well, we're not too
Care for them.
sure. Amin is probably in a place of shock, probably still in a place of, solitude and just probably just trying to
No, I'm
take a
not saying
grasp
that that's an
of
option.
everything.
I'm bringing up what I wouldn't do. I'm not saying Amin is in that
Right, right,
dilemma
right,
right
right,
now.
right,
No, 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 no.
right, right, right.
I'm
And I
saying
mean,
for
you
the
go ahead.
safety and the well-being and mental health of those kids, I would not allow them to go near them people unless, like I said, we had a family reunion and they just happen to be there and the kids go over there and start playing. That's different in a bigger setting. But to by themselves, no. Because I remember being a kid going to Connecticut in the summer and hearing people talking about my mother. She in jail again. Brenda's always and then when I would be hungry or something like that, they would be funny, like, don't go in that cabinet. People are mean. People are
Mhm,
mean,
mhm,
especially when they don't like your mama. Okay?
mhm.
But
Especially
you
when
know
they don't like
what?
your mama.
I mean, he's not on the internet like this or whatever. So a lot of stuff that Wanda has said and put out there, he's not aware of, y'all.
He
And all he
don't.
sees is that, my daughter used to go and hang out whenever her mom was here. So, he might be like, I don't see a problem with it. But he don't know how deep it is. I mean,
But
don't know that.
remember, the oldest boy is. I think one of the children has come on different people's channels. That's why everybody's always saying, be careful what you say because those kids or one of them has perused some of the channels. So you never know. He could take it back to his father and say, look, you never know. We
You
never
never
know
know what these
when the child
people
pops up
I mean,
or because they've commented, so they're watching. So yeah, that's.
Okay, their father know. That's the same man. Wasn't that the same man that tried to attack Marceau? And Marceau was running behind people, hiding because he didn't want to because he didn't want that smoke with believe that episode when
Why
she
you had
threw
to
the
say?
drink
Why
in
you
her.
had to put out there about Marcel running away from a man? Why you had to put that out there, Cheryl? At when she got that water on her. Mark, that joke was moving tables and everything. He said, not
That's
today.
what I saw. I saw him running. I saw him running from. So I guess that man know what they're about because he was going to beat the living crap out of Marceau while he was running around hiding. So he know that man know that man. Believe me, Kiki husband know all about those people. Trust me. Now whether he let the kids go see them or not, I don't know. But he know exactly how his wife was treated by them. I mean, no, I don't know why Miss Wanda bringing his name up because he knows he was there when they treated her like crap. he was there and heard them all say bad things about his wife.
Mm.
See, that's what Miss Wanda don't seem to get. Okay,
It's a
so
whole lot, but it seemed like to me it's all stemmed from the adults comparing their child pitting their kids up against each other.
Yes.
The adults created this stuff, not
Yes.
them.
That's what Wanda did with Tisha and Kiki. So why would I want my kids to be doing tortured like that? She did it
right,
to them. Kiki said it. She said Wanda always tried to pin me and Tisha together against each other, but I kept trying to be with my cousin and pull her up. I didn't care. It's
and
It's
the
sad.
way
just
It's
she raised,
amazing.
and the
not
way
like
she
that.
raised Letitia, Letitia's insecure, needy. You know, she's weak-minded. You know, I wouldn't want my daughters. I wouldn't want my kids around somebody like that because I see how she. From what I heard, allegedly, she didn't even raise Tisha.
I just don't
Allegedly,
like the way Wanda
allegedly,
make the kids compete and compare and make one
right.
feel
And I heard she
different.
didn't even raise Tisha, but really her whole life, allegedly.
If
So
this one got long hair, she'll treat them better than the one with short hair.
right, right.
Like,
I
come
wouldn't trust it.
on.
I wouldn't trust it. Mm-mm.
I don't know how this family is going to come back together, y'all. All we can do is hope and pray. But it's so
I'm praying
deep,
for the
dark,
kids.
and
I ain't praying
evil.
for them
Yes.
stinking adults. I'm praying for them babies.
Yeah, I totally agree, But kids don't always see what we see, We know
No.
how bad these people is, but the children they don't see that. They see, we related. That's my
Right,
cousin, and they
right,
Uh-huh.
probably want to go play with them. It's like a
right.
hard put in a bad situation or whatever.
Yeah,
But I myself, I couldn't. I would never let my kids go off with any and everybody. Don't care if
Yeah,
you is related.
It's
right.
true.
right,
So true.
right.
We
And
taught
you're
our
right.
little girls, I don't care if that's your uncle, you don't be running to go sitting on no man's lap. No. You
Right.
teach them certain things because family or not, everybody's not healthy
Hmm.
mentally.
I don't know what they discovered. It's like they kind of discovered something, and it was like we got to come together. We got to do this live. You do this part, I do that part. We got to get the heat off of us. Da 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 da. Woo woo woo. They know what they're trying to do. They
They
know
discovered
exactly.
that they need each other. They discovered that they
Yes.
all weak.
Mhm. 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 And they call everybody the dark side except for their own self, and they the
Right.
It's
one
Who
that
wants
it's
to
created all of this.
Who just
ridiculous.
calls somebody deplorable? They're the deplorable ones. They're
Oh,
deplorable.
by the way, the deplorable, Mr.
Huh.
Deplorable, will be back on tonight giving somebody else a piece of advice that they don't need from him. I don't
Marcel?
know
And
what
how
that.
how is he
Yeah,
gonna do that?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
what
know
he
what
did
that's all
to it?
about and why he is the one to be chosen to talk to Trisha's husband still.
What?
Yeah. You got to watch tonight's
Oh
episode to
my
see
God.
what's going on. To see what's going on. Y'all, I got to
I
jump off.
only
I'm heading
watch.
into a meeting. I love y'all. Thank you so much, G Squad, for letting me up. Love
See
you,
you later.
panel.
See you
Love you,
Love you
later.
too,
chats.
Mama.
It's
Love you
always
too.
good to talk with you guys.
Bless
Talk
your
again soon.
heart.
Bye
Thank
now.
you.
Bye.
See you later. But yeah, it's just a mess. I don't know how it's gonna get better, y'all. I really don't.
I
They
know
they, they
Marcel
just
ain't
gotta
giving no.
stop.
I know Marcel not giving no advice to no man. To Trish's husband, he's gonna be
Yes,
talking with Trish.
yes.
Oh my goodness. I know he ain't now. I know he. Oh, he a marriage counselor now. Oh, now
Marcel gonna do what he got to
boy,
do to get him some film time because they don't get no film time. They don't get no paycheck.
it's
Rose
obvious they ain't trying to
Armstead.
give Mel no film time either. Because if she's not on the scenes tonight, I'm not watching tonight either. I didn't watch last week. I didn't watch the week before that, and I'm not watching this week. If
Well,
Mel
what
is
I
not doing
do
those
is,
scenes,
Cheryl,
huh?
I don't watch it on the TV. What I
Right.
do is I go on Chit Chat's Patreon, so it's only
Uh-huh.
one view instead of a thousands because I
Oh,
need
okay.
to see it to judge it for myself. You
Oh, okay.
know,
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
and
Maybe I'll do that.
smell the right way, but I don't
Yeah.
give them a view. I give the view to the content creator, and
Mm-hmm.
then Chit Chat the view.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then also you can do it on YouTube. You can
On
fast forward
YouTube,
it
right?
to
I've been
whatever
seeing it
you
on
want to
YouTube.
look at, and
Yeah.
they're not. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it that way too. But it's
Because the
Yeah.
just
reason
all
why
Yeah.
I say
sad.
that, Cheryl,
Yeah.
everybody can do what they want to do, but it's better to see it for yourself so that
Yeah.
you can come from your place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Even though it
Yeah. You're
aligns
right.
with
They,
ours,
yeah.
it come from it
Yeah.
comes you see it differently, but it'll still come together with ours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah. They
agree.
have it on
Don't give
YouTube. They
him the
yeah. You're
view.
right. You're
I
right about
agree.
that.
Don't give him the view, but we're
Yeah. I'm
gonna
gonna give
hate on
Carlos.
it another
Yeah.
way, and we're gonna put the
Yeah.
money in our content creators' pockets. How about
I don't
that?
want to get Carlos nothing, but I mean it's obvious anyway. The views not shot down 30,000 more views. 30,000 more views. They're now still low. They're going lower and lower and lower. So a lot of people not watching because
Mm-hmm.
they was from 353,000 views to now 307 views, and now they're down to 260 something views, 69,000 something views, or something like that. So a
Mm.
lot of people are not watching because nobody want to see Martell parade around with his nasty gherkin. Nobody don't want to see none of those people. So their views are getting lower and lower and lower. I know Carlos got to see that. Their views are
Mm-hmm.
going low. By
Yeah.
the, by this week, it's probably gonna be down to 200,000. It's going because the millimeters are not playing. Since Marcel want to say we ain't got power. Oh no, we got more power than you think
What's the
because
name that
those
said
views
that
are
on
low.
YouTube is what's the name? Uh
Asham,
Ahasam
Assam,
Assam
Assam.
said
Yeah.
YouTube and Hulu are included in the ratings. So do it
Mm.
through, like I said, like if you are subscribed to Chit Chat, you can
Yeah.
just go on her page and she streams.
Okay. Okay. And I'll go on YouTube. You're right. I'm not giving Carlos nothing. You're
No,
right. Don't give
don't
him
go on
nothing.
YouTube because YouTube gives them ratings too.
Oh, they
Go
do?
Mm.
go through
Oh.
the content creators page. Go on.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple of them that I think the silver too. There's a couple
Okay.
of them that
Okay.
Do
live
or what?
stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But y'all know
Okay.
what? It was just so evil for them to plot and plan this uh
Hmm.
a few days after the service.
It was
That
the
was
next
just so
day,
wrong.
G Squad.
Huh?
It was the very next day.
Yeah, some got started
They
the very
started
next
the
day.
ambush the they started with him because they knew. See, they did it by the numbers. They knew he's gonna pull in more people, right? And then
Hmm.
once FD say his spiel, then it went to Wanda just saying just a little touch, just a little touch, right? And
Hmm.
then it goes to AL, and now he
Mm.
gonna drag it on.
If I was her mom, Wanda and them could never ever say nothing to me. Bringing up, where was you at whenever the boy had football practice? If you're not in the same city and you got a job, it can be almost impossible for you to even get to such stuff like
No, but
that.
Wanda act like
Maybe,
she went to everyone. Mind her
yes,
business.
maybe on a Friday night, it's something totally different. But I'm telling y'all, when you holding down a job and you got a household yourself, you can't be
Yes,
running up and down the road to do
yes.
stuff like that. But the hatred for that lady after she lost her daughter in the same week, they come out, man, now that's dark.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Wanda disgusting because for one thing, if it wasn't for the mother and father, she wouldn't know who Kiki was. She brought her into this world. The
Mm-hmm.
mother and father brought in God. So without those three, she wouldn't even know Kiki. So
Mm,
she can say what she wanted about the mother, but the mother did not want her around her daughter for a lot of reasons. And this is why. This is why.
Mm-hmm.
All the
Mm-hmm.
stuff she did to her. She need to play back all that stuff she said about her. Because if that's how family treats you, I don't want you as family. Because sometimes family can be the worst. And I ain't say all families, but a lot of
Right.
families can be the worst. They drug her name through the mud. But you have strangers that love Kiki, strangers speaking highly of her, saying how beautiful she is, speaking highly of her life. When this woman got on social media and was dragging that woman's name all through the mud, dragging Kiki's name all through the mud, but now she want to come up here and act like, oh, she had Kiki's best interest at heart when she didn't. You have
Mm-mm.
strangers that said better things about Kiki than her, and she's supposed to be the aunt. Then you got this man dragging your niece, saying stuff about her, Funky Geneva, or I call him Junkie Geneva. So Miss Wanda's so full of it. I wish she would just go away and just do something. I don't know what to tell her. Do something with her life, like Mel said, besides stealing. Do something with your life, Miss Wanda. Please. Do
Mm.
something. Because like Mel said, half of your life is over. So The other half,
I would not want an aunt like that one. That's for sure.
me
God knows
neither.
I would not. Mm-mm.
She's an embarrassment. I mean, just a complete
I wouldn't even
embarrassment.
claim her.
Me
So
neither.
do y'all think that she's doing all of this and being Tisha's mouthpiece because she wasn't really in Tisha's life like that, and she's
Yeah.
feeling like I owe her
Hmm.
this.
Yep. That's what I think. I think that's the reason
I
why she's
think
doing it.
that's 100%. I think
Yep. Me
she's
too.
doing it for that reason, and they never got this much attention in their lives.
Right. I totally agree with you on that. But it's all terrible. It's ugly. I hate it. I wish they could find a way to just stop. Cut all this stuff out. Try to mend whatever you can mend. If you can't get along, you just cannot get along. But now all ties are cut. So you know what? The mom don't have to deal with them. It's up to the dad if he wants to. But really, it's a done deal now.
Right. Right. And there's nothing they can do to ever make up to Kiki. Kiki's gone. Her spirit lives on. And there's nothing they can do to ever make up for all the stuff they said about her. Period. There's
Oh,
nothing
and
that
she
she can say.
She said that the ground constant was in the area when they did the balloon release, but wouldn't even go pick up the kids to take them to the balloon release.
So she say.
So she
So she
said,
say. Unless we
mm-hmm.
there, I don't believe nothing Miss Wanda say. Nothing that come out of her mouth. She
Of
she she
course.
she she spread all those lies about Melody, so she'll lie on anybody. She'll lie on anybody. I don't believe her. I believe the mother was there all the way around the board. She was there, just like she was there for her from the day she was born. So ain't nothing. I'm believe that Miss Wanda, anything Miss Wanda say, it's like a grain of salt. I don't believe
Thank you,
nothing
Miss
she said.
Rose.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just bad all the way around the
It's
board.
disgusting.
So I hope this was the end of it. I really do. I mean, there's really nothing else left. It is what it is.
We need
Whatever's
to
in
end
your
it with her.
vault. Hey, look, whatever's in your vault, keep it in there. Don't keep digging
Right.
out stuff later on, months and months later, trying to still get somebody's attention. Just close the vault and let it stay. That's all you got to do.
Obsessing over Melody. My God. Like, I tell Melody, that's Melody. You are one powerful woman. I'm telling you,
hmm
you are
But
powerful.
when he would be trying to prove a point about something that he think Mel did or Mel shouldn't have did, he take his neck and he just roll his neck around like bam. I told y'all, and it goes back to what he say? How would y'all feel if she did something, if Mel did something? I didn't watch. I wasn't up there that night. But he said that Mel had did something to somebody, and how would she feel? And then Mel hopped on his line and said live and said, "What did I do?" He brought that up too.
Of
I
course.
was like,
Keep Mel
this.
naming his mouth. I'm telling you. Just obsessed with her. Like, I mean, this is like, I don't think this is beyond obsession. This is a beyond obsession at this point. It doesn't
hmm
make any sense. Move on. Move around. If she ain't checking for you, just move around. Find something
Do
else
you
you can talk
remember?
about besides
You
Mel.
remember whenever
Gosh.
Martell met with Tiffany and her husband? I forgot what it was about. And Martell
Yeah.
told Tiffany, said, if you're not do girls, the people that hang around males are do girls. He told Tiffany, if you don't do what she wants you to do, she gonna get rid of you. He played that last night. I was like, what is this? Why is she digging up all this stuff for? Oh my God.
First of all, who cares what Martell say? Look at the position that he's in right now. Look at where he at right now. On
Oh,
probation, uh,
can't, and look,
restraining
Cheryl
order.
cannot talk to her. He
Huh?
cannot
He
hold a
can't talk to her.
conversation with her.
Can't conversate with her. Can't be in the same supermarket with her. Can't be in the same restaurant with her. Can't be in the same room with her. Look at the situation he's in right now. He's sitting at the table, scraping at that salad with the linebacker, with the big back linebacker now. Look at look,
Mm-hmm.
just look at how his life turned out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete
Mm-hmm.
mess. Martell is
Thank
not somebody he can bring up. Oh please.
Thank you, Miss Boss Chick, for the super sticker. She says, I think Mel is not filming by her choice. Mel said when she doesn't want to film, she is not. Uh, because Mel gonna still get that check.
Right. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
Mel
that. I'm
be
just
Mhm.
having other things lined up. Mel's
right.
listen,
I'm
you
okay
know
with that.
that. They don't
Yeah, I'm
got a
okay
life,
with it.
so they need that camera time.
Yeah, I'm
Mel
okay
be
with that.
begging for it. She get 2 checks, everybody. She get
Right.
2 checks. She get a check when she ain't filming.
Right. I'm
Mhm.
okay with
Mhm.
I'm okay with it. If she ain't gotta be around no snakes, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with
Mhm.
it. I just like
Mm.
seeing her. I like seeing her on the show. I like seeing her, she was, a new project, but she got a new project coming out. Please, I just want to see Melody. I don't want to see those snakes. I don't want to see none of them.
I
None
don't
of
want to
them.
see him neither, but I'm gonna be her eyes and ears. I'm gonna watch. Like I said, I'm gonna watch it, but not give the views.
Right. I mean, she had her interview with DJ Scream, looking pretty as ever. Mel looking pretty as ever. Keep her hair done, everything. Here, look at Martell with that paramour slash whore, uh, with the dried up bun, with
Mm.
the
How,
dried up.
how, how do y'all think Carlos feeling? Because he treated that girl like filth on that daggone reunion. He gotta be feeling some type of way.
Nope, he's
Yeah,
another SD. He's
yeah,
another SD. He don't feel
mm-hmm,
nothing on G
yeah,
Squad. I'm sorry, he don't.
yeah. He
Mm.
couldn't even say her name. He gonna read a screen. He gonna say how sorry he is that this happened. Why he didn't mention her name in that
No
that
reason
little
so though. He don't have to feel sorry, but he'll think about it when something when the fire's under his foot. All this stuff's gonna be flashing at him.
mm-hmm,
Mm. 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 Mm.
yep,
I hope they know that they're getting ready to turn on each other because this didn't even work. I mean, what was the point? And it
yeah,
didn't work.
right. It did not work. So what was the point? That's my thing.
And
What was the
look,
point?
you invited the TV people down, the TV people to watch. I think he said he's not sure if they was up there or not, but you invited them to watch. For what? You looking for
Right.
somebody to report back on the big screen as to what
Because they
you
did a
said?
because the news did an article on her, right? So now you
Mm-hmm.
want to try to debunk their article and say she wasn't no good person. Just listen to what she really did. Mm. See, the
Yeah,
only
but
reason
you
why he would do that. What would be the purpose of you calling the news to listen to slander and gossip?
Yeah, but that's Mel. That's the city she live in. Why would you try to tarnish her name like that? But it's probably the mayors and different people. And Mel has did so much, charity work down there. They ain't
Right.
even thinking
They ain't
about
gonna
that
listen.
stuff.
They
He
ain't
was
gonna listen
doing
to
it
him.
for Mel or Kiki's release. What was I thought he was calling the news when he was releasing the other recordings on Kiki.
No, this was last night. He said that he had reached out to the TV people to watch. But you setting your own. You could be setting your own self up.
Right.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Because he can't. He ain't gonna never tarnish Mel name. He can forget that. He tried. Yeah, you could try. That's a failing word. Try. You could try, but it's not gonna work because everybody know Melody. Everybody love Melody. Simple as that.
If
So
I'm not mistaken, Shirley and LaDonna, I think it was two people, two TV things down there that he reached out to. For what?
what?
You trying
Right
to
for
make
what?
Mel look bad? Sounds like a lawsuit to me. He says Carlos sounds
Exactly.
like a lawsuit.
Exactly.
No, that's what he
Exactly.
was saying. He looked into the camera. That's what he said to Carlos. Carlos, this sounds like a lawsuit. I mean, could call him and ask him blah 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 blah, and he could tell him. And all I mean would be able to say to him is, "You're right."
To sue Melody?
No, 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 no. He would ask a question about whatever because he said when she got back from the Houston trip, she was in the bed. She couldn't get up. All she was doing was staring off. Well, if y'all saw all of that, why didn't y'all take her to the doctor?
And that Houston trip was a long time ago. Why are you talking about that right now? That's not the point right now.
Mm.
That don't got nothing to
Her
do with right
sisters,
now.
yeah, he said
I'm
her
gonna take
sisters
the focus off
had to go
of.
over there to the house and try to get her up out of the bed. But you're not a baby. If you're sick and you can open up your mouth, say, "Hey, I need to go to the doctor, y'all." I need to go get some, see what's going on.
Or if
That's it.
somebody's
That's all.
depressed and you see him in that state, then you call the doctor, bring him to the doctor.
Who are you talking about? Kiki?
Yes.
Hmm.
He said after the Houston trip, she couldn't get out of the bed. She was like, her mental was really like gone to hear him tell it. And plenty of
And,
days her
and,
sister had to come there to tell her to, get up and do this and fix yourself up and blah, 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 blah.
and his mental ain't gone. His mental ain't gone. I think his mental is gone too. Because anybody that get up there and talk about one woman 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 357 days out of that year, to me, got a mental problem.
Yeah, but
I
all
gotta be
those
honest.
recordings, all those secret recordings that he had, I guess they may be in the vault. But he didn't talk about himself, y'all. He did
Ain't
he
none of
didn't.
Melody. Look, ain't none of Melody's voice because Melody
Please.
never talked to him on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Never
Right.
ever talked to him on the phone, FaceTime only on a live. Okay, so it ain't nothing about Melody. It's about people gossiping about Melody, if anything.
But why is he trying to destroy this girl mama and her her poor grandmama, y'all? Oh my
Evil,
God. Mm.
evil.
Oh, you know what they say? You know what they say, G Squad, when you dig a hole for one, when you dig a hole for that person, you end up falling in that hole yourself. So, at the end of the day, what he's saying is just an opinion. That's an opinion. His mouth is not the Bible. I mean, at the end of the day, anybody can get on social media and say this or that. But when somebody comes at you with a lawsuit, you better be able to prove what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Since he got all this stuff in the vote, prove it, because that's
Mm.
that woman's child you're talking about. At the end of the
No,
day, and
sure.
the mother,
Whatever he has in the vault, he need to blow that vault up and whatever's in it with it. Leave that mess alone. Leave them people alone. Stop bothering them
exactly, leave
people.
him alone.
But people is not bothering them. Then nobody's bothering them. Why
Right,
you just cannot get on your channel and do some content on whatever you saw, read, whatever you want to, other than being evil towards somebody else. That's the part
right.
I don't get. Mm.
Always bringing Mel's name up. I don't know what Mel got to do with all this mess. Mel ain't got nothing to do with it. Nothing. That
Even
lady is
when
minding her
Wanda
business. She minding the business that pay her.
Even when Wanda got started last night, I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, whew, I cannot believe she's not finna bring Mel name up." But as it went on, that's what you hear: Mel, Mel,
Exactly.
Mel, 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 Mel. And then
Mm-hmm.
with him, I thought sure his channel would have been Mel free, as he get up there and get it to Mel, 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 Mel,
Yep.
Mel, Mel, Mel,
Yep.
Mel, Mel, Mel. I'm like,
Yep.
what the?
Yep. Mel, 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 Mel. That's the next
Um,
song. If it ain't her, it's Destiny. Mel, Mel, Mel. That should be her next song. Mel. That's the name of the song. Mel. Mel, 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 Mel. Unbelievable. Mel gotta be a strong. Mel's a strong woman. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but see what they
Strong
want
woman.
is they want her to react, and Mel does
Right.
not. She go on about her business like she
That's
haven't
right.
heard anything. They
That's
can't
Lord,
right.
figure out,
destroy
well, what
her.
else can I do? What else can I do to get her attention? I just want her
Right.
attention, and she's
Right.
paying us dust, y'all. I mean, now what we gonna do now, y'all?
Yeah.
Right.
We running out of stuff to do. And it's hard to do that,
Mm.
especially when
Yep.
people telling lies and stuff on you. Y'all, it's so hard to do that. But
Mm.
Mel is doing it, and she's doing it very well. And I'm so thankful to
Sure
God for
is.
that. And
She
I'm
sure
glad
is.
that they're keeping her so busy that she don't even have time to even think
Hmm.
about it.
I'm
She,
telling you. She's on DJ Screen. She looks so pretty on this. Yeah. I mean, Melly, she's a beautiful woman, and they are jealous of this woman. It's just they are this season of jealousy and envy,
Mm.
and it doesn't make any sense. Move on with your life. Move on. She ain't thinking about none of them. None of them.
Mm. It's terrible. It's terrible, but they want to destroy her. And in the midst
mm-hmm,
of it, they're going to end up destroying themselves because
Right.
nothing's
mm-hmm,
out. Nothing, no paper trail, no nothing, no lawsuit, no nothing, no complaints. Nothing's panning out. But they're
mm-hmm.
Nothing.
obsessed
Nothing.
with it. They say, oh, why would Black Titanic go to somebody's warehouse? Why would she do that? Why would y'all go as far as y'all are going, calling TV stations and stuff about gossip?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are the ones that go too far. Messing
So
with this woman after she lost her daughter the next day, bringing up stuff that the woman ain't here to defend or talk about.
Right. She's not here to defend herself. Exactly, you're doing.
What's the
So do
purpose
y'all
of
think that
doing
the
this
reaching out
now?
to so y'all think the reaching out to the TV people were for what? For them to reach out to Mel, the therapist that was on the show, Carlos, the producers, for what? To get a statement as to, well, sir, you was on the Houston trip, so can you tell me how you treated Kiki Jabbar? Is that what it was?
Or did Mel hire you? Did Mel tell you to come on there to attack her? Try to get Mel's name in it somehow to say she's responsible when Kiki's the one that brought that woman.
Yes.
Not Kiki, what's her name? She's so forgettable.
Stormy?
Maurice's
Oh,
girl.
oh, Maurice's girl. Oh, Kimmy?
Kimmy. Kimmy brought
Yeah.
that wanted that therapy session.
Yes, hold on. Listen to this. Thank you, Miss Liz's grandma, mother, for the $5. Appreciate you. She says LGB didn't play not one single video clip and and she's has disrespected Kiki more than anyone. What a great aunt she is. Not
Right.
no, ma'am. He didn't. He didn't play anything pertaining to
Nope.
Wanda, teacher. Nothing that they said or did to Kiki. That stuff was
Nope.
never played. Mm-hmm.
No, including the clip of her on Dustin saying the relationship with her and Kiki is dead to her. Something she said.
Mm-hmm.
The relationship between her and Kiki is dead to her. Well,
Mm,
what you think now, Letitia? 'Cause she's no longer
mm.
here now. And you can
She
never
don't,
make up for all the stuff you said about your cousin, who you look just alike, who you look just like. Every spit of her.
especially
I
when
thought
they
they were
don't have their
sisters.
makeup on. They look
Oh
they
my
look like
God.
twins.
Tisha
But
and
Kiki
Kiki
looked
look
like the
like
prettier one. You know,
they
there's
look like
always one that
twins. They look like twins. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh my God, the genes are strong." She looked just like her sister, like her big sister. They look just alike. It's crazy. Letitia should be ashamed of herself to even allow her mother to let her turn against her own cousin, who she looks so much alike. I blame Letitia too for being so damn weak-minded. I mean, it comes to a point in your life, if you got all the smoke from Melody, then have that same energy with everybody else, including her
But
mother.
But y'all know what? If you're trying to put something out there and to make it be more believable, wouldn't you have thrown Tisha them in somewhere, somehow, some way,
so you didn't
something?
look biased.
Right. None of that. None of that.
Hmm.
I got my eye focused on this person, these people, and these are the people that's going up under the bus. That was it. That's all.
Hmm.
So I don't know who paying who at this point, y'all, but somebody has to be getting paid. Oh, this is crazy, foolish mess, and all these lies they making up.
Right.
I read
But
Kiki
money are
say
lies.
even
Money are not lies are lies. That's it. And a
yeah,
lie
I
don't
read
care who tell it. A lie don't care who tell it
absolutely.
either.
Kiki says
Please.
even in my death I just can't. They still messing with me. Look at them messing with my mom, messing with my grandma, messing with
Yeah,
my uncle. They just still being busy, even in my death.
right. His mother don't realize that Kiki watching over her. She watching her. Like my aunt had to change one bit. She's still the same evil aunt she was before when I was on Earth. She's still the same aunt she will always have been and always will be. She ain't never gonna change. Miss Wanda ain't never gonna change. I would think that with this thing that happened, you would think that Miss Wanda would change a little bit. I lost my niece. You would think that this would change her, but it's not. It's not. It's not. It's never gonna change her. Period. That's just
You
who she
know, we
is.
got to be careful with life coaches and therapists too, because
Oh
they're not
yes.
always, right or in the right place either. You know what I mean? Just because a person has a life coach or a therapist don't mean that that's a good fit. You know what I
That's right.
mean?
Yeah.
So be
Mhm.
very careful. Just because they got that title, life coach and therapist, you got to look at them. And I think there's special therapists for certain types of people.
Mm-hmm.
Special therapists for
And I agree
certain
with
types of
Scorpion Men's
things.
too. I
Like,
agree
I
with
don't think a
Scorpion Men's.
narcissist should go to a regular therapist. I feel like a
Mhm.
narcissist would go with somebody who specializes in narcissism, because a narcissist can manipulate a regular therapist. You
Oh,
understand?
absolutely.
So
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
put that out.
Let me get this. Miss Scorpion Miss, thank you. She says Key for the 9.99. She says Kiki's story made it to the New York Times. She
Exactly.
was very influential and expiring, y'all. They
Mm-hmm.
hated her
Sure
for
was.
that. Absolutely.
Sure
Miss
was
Linda
Scorpion Man.
has something. She says, has Stormisha stopped paying the $4.99 to Mr. Ed? Well, I didn't see a $4.99 pop up there last night, so I'm really not sure. But for Stormy's sake, I hope she's able to pop up them $4.99s from now to eternity, because she gonna need them.
She only
Hmm.
does it when he protects her.
Right.
She only
Mm.
drops in there when her name comes in it. That's when you'll see her drop that 499. That's what makes it so obvious that they have a band together. You got
Stormy's
me, I
obvious.
got you.
Stormy is obvious anyway. Because for one thing, who hangs around a child abia? A
You was
person
right,
Right.
Tamara.
who wanna inflict corporal punishment on his children. Who
Mm-hmm.
feelings for him? Who 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 want to be friends with him? She not. I done already peeped her card already. At the end of the day, and so have Melody. You hanging with a man that's an abia, a revenge plotter,
Paying him
and
$4.99 to advertise for her. She can advertise for herself. That's what
right,
Mel does. Mel do her
right. I
own
Advertise.
thought
Speak up
advertising.
for her. No,
right. I
speak
thought she
up
was
for her.
successful.
Say the
Right.
things she can't say, like when they be saying, "Oh, Stormy big head" or whatever they say. And they help you like, "Oh no, because Stormy's this, Stormy's that, Stormy's great, Stormy's the best, Stormy's this." So when he does that for her and windmill for her like that, that's when she put that 499.
They ain't
Mm.
gonna change. They ain't gonna change nobody's opinion of her.
Oh,
If
of
I mean,
course not,
because
because we don't
because she
respect
sent
his
him
opinion. So
right. She
what
sent
will
him.
we
That's
care?
right. Quiet as kept. There's a lot of people who don't like Stormy, and they don't care if she sent him $6.99. People gonna
Hey, look,
still
y'all.
feel the same way
So,
about her.
so after he did all of that, he played his videos last night. He had the open panel. So after he did that, that was the end. So I don't know how many. I know you can do one, two, three people on a call. I'm not sure how many people can get on a call, but however many it was, they was on that call, y'all. And we're gonna sit and wait and see what happened now, y'all. We got it out there. We did. How y'all go to sleep last night?
Huh? I don't go over there. I don't go
No,
Me
over
I'm
there.
neither.
talking about them to have
Oh,
plotted and did what they did. And then after he pulled his videos out and then he did the open panel, I was say asking the question to them. After y'all did all of that, now what? You gonna lay down and go to sleep like you did some great
Yeah,
deed?
and feel good
That
about
wasn't a
yourself.
good deed.
right,
That was an evil deed.
right.
Wow. Wow.
Y'all, I don't know.
Flesh,
To me,
evil in the
it's only an opinion, and an opinion is like an asshole. We all got one. So you know, he might
And
he might have
and
tricked those people, but
we
hmm,
know Wanda and Marceau mouth has been very reckless. They didn't care.
right.
Oh, and he read a letter that y'all remember when Kiki and Marceau were going back and forth with each other on Facebook, and how Marceau told Kiki she had her head up males behind another woman behind, and he read that too like a girl. I was like, what the hell? Mm.
So what is that proving? What was
Well,
that supposed to okay? So what was that supposed to prove? What does that have to do with anything? And like I said, this he has nothing. Remember when he said, "Oh, when the show go off, I got stuff for days to talk about. What they got? What they got?" He has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's bringing out old tapes that you already done showed. You just putting a little more on it. Other than that, it's the same stuff.
Y'all
right, but the
remember
point,
how
but he's trying to
Martell gave Queen Sheba that they're sliced up, spiced up, whatever, tear it down, fix it, rub it down. That's how his stuff be, y'all. He pacing it back together to fit what he think he gonna talk about.
That's the
Right,
sick part.
right. Copy and paste. Right, right,
Oh my God.
right.
And they falling for it. They over there like, yes, nephew.
They not all. Not everybody falling for Martell BS. I know 600,000 ain't falling for it, which is the millimeters, and possibly Mel got probably more fans than that now. She
Listen,
got close to
y'all.
1 million fans. They're not falling for it, and that's what his problem is. That's what his problem is. He ain't got enough followers, as Stormy said. He ain't got enough. That's what's up. He ain't got enough. Okay, that's what's up.
No, that's what's
Okay,
up.
that's what's up. He ain't got enough fans to turn them on Melody. That's what his problem is.
That's why they
Okay,
try to all come together, and it still ain't gonna work. And they
and it
think
still ain't
Don
enough. And it
Neva's
still ain't
numbers
enough.
is gonna
He
make a
ain't got
difference.
enough.
It's not
Martell
gonna
ain't
make
got
a
enough.
difference because the
See,
people on Funky Don Neva's page, half of them don't watch LMH, so it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
Mm.
sure ain't. Sure ain't.
So
Them
are you
numbers
Okay.
saying
ain't
that they thought they planned and plotted it through good, but in all reality they did not because
mm-hmm,
half of the people don't watch the show?
mm-hmm,
Right. They thought they was doing something. You ain't
mm-hmm,
doing nothing. You ain't doing
mm-hmm.
nothing. Because you still can't seem to turn the almost 1 million fans that Melody got against her. And haven't been able to do it for the last 4, 5, 6 years. Nobody is turning on Melody. Simple as that. Even
And she
Sonny and
sells out of
Sonny.
everything she put on the shelf. She sells out. So,
Right.
uh,
Everything. Everything.
if
Even Sonny
anything,
down with her. Even Sonny down with her. And
if
Sonny's a boss
anything,
too.
every
Sonny's a
time
boss
you get
too.
us mad, every time you get us mad, we just gonna put more money in her pocket. So you're
Right.
helping her. Thank
Right.
you.
And Sonny down with her too. Sonny's a boss too. Sonny's a boss. Sonny is a boss. I didn't got to know her now. Sonny's a boss. And they're mad because of that. She down with Mel too. She down with Mel too. And they don't like her either to a
What do
certain
you
degree
mean down
because
with
she's a
Mel?
boss.
Oh, you
Okay?
mean she's the boss too, like Mel?
Sonny, yeah, Sonny, she's a boss. Like Melody, she's a boss. She's a boss. She got her hands in so
Wow.
many things. That woman is a boss. Just like
So how
Melody.
y'all think they gonna feel if the Fletchers get a spinoff?
I ain't watching. So I don't
I would watch the Fletchers. I'll
I
give them
ain't
a chance.
watching. Nope.
I want to see what I would give them a chance if they got
I ain't
a
watching.
spin-off.
I think they're boring to me. To me, they're boring. Period. They're boring. I mean, and then after that mess, she said, "Oh, I didn't like the fact that a black man been arrested and all." I'm not trying to hear that. No, I think she's
Yeah,
on
well,
Martell's side too. She on
I
Martell's
will.
side too.
I want to
I don't
see the
like her.
dynamic with the kids, and I want to see if the other
I
daughter
don't.
will come on there. So I would definitely give it a chance. I don't know if I'll stay, but I'll give it a chance.
No, I ain't watching it. I'm sorry.
I ain't
I
watched the
can't.
new show yet. I watched it one time, I think, but I didn't even see the whole thing. I don't even remember
Right.
it.
I ain't watching that crap. I am not watching
No,
it.
for me that it was too many people up there. And like I said last night, the side chick and the side chick baby were supposed to be on that show. So it's too much. It's too much.
What
It's
side
over.
chick was supposed to be on there?
What? Who gonna be
Uh,
where?
on that new show last night.
The Houston show.
Yep.
The one of the daughter's ex boyfriend side chicks. What?
A husband or whatever they is. I didn't look at it, but one of them,
Oh,
the
child.
the side chick, it's a repeat. He repeats what the shows. You know, he want
Oh
them
Oh,
to
my
start out
okay.
this
gosh.
way. Y'all know how he do. The show
Yeah,
start this
yeah.
way and then it ends out to be totally something else different. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, and like I said, the grandmother, she's had several strokes, so her speaking is not really good at all. But yeah, it's a lot of grandkids and kids mixed in there together. So yeah.
I haven't watched it. So anything
Mm.
he produced, I ain't watching. I don't care who. I don't anything he produced, I ain't not watching. Carlos.
Oh, I gotta read this one. Miss Candy said the family on the Houston show is said to be suing CK already, allegedly. What the hell?
Huh? How you know that thing about their money, they don't play. You should have knew they was those are some strong
Don't
women.
surprise me none. Don't surprise
Nah, see, Cheryl, you didn't watch it. Those are some strong women in that family. How did he think he was gonna manipulate them?
Mm. Smart, very smart and strong-minded. Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Mhm.
Suing him already, y'all.
Wonder what it's about.
Look, supposedly it's related to the side chicks. I told y'all.
Right.
Sneaking people on and stuff.
Love them
That's
side chicks,
trauma.
boy. He loved those
That is
side chicks.
trauma. If there is
Child.
a court in some states, if you can take a side chick to court for mental anguish and all of that, why do you think it's okay to pop one up on somebody? Somebody can
Mhm.
get seriously hurt like that. Look at the cop. A couple months ago, she went to her husband's side chick's house and look what happened. Not here no
Mm.
more. You don't just be doing stuff like that just for money and views. Come on.
Mm. Somebody gonna slap a lawsuit on Kingdom Reign that he can't. He just ain't gonna know how he gonna get himself out of this. Point blank, period. Because he
Right,
will
Glam
not
Rock.
stop.
Right.
I've
Glam
never
Rock is
seen a bunch of people in self-sabotage mode like these jokers in my entire life. I don't understand it.
crazy.
Wow.
All of it's
But
messy.
we've been over here for about 2 hours and a half. Y'all got anything final, Miss LaDon?
All I know is these folks is crazy. And keep doing what you're doing, G Squad. Love your page. You're doing a great job. And we're gonna be here for it. We're gonna speak. We're gonna learn what not to be and who not to be like. We use it
Mm-hmm.
for educational purposes only. And I'm keeping my eye on them. My eyes are open.
Yes, Linda says, I tried to tell you guys about that. That is my classmate family. And I did hear somebody else say that Carlos, even when he was in high school or something, he's always been this way, but he's just gotten worse in his being an adult.
I think, Linda, are you talking about the Houston family being your
Yeah,
classmate's family?
yes, yeah,
I think, yeah, wow, okay.
yep.
Well,
Miss Cheryl,
never write a check that your ass can't cash. That's the bottom line. Congratulations, LeBaric. Congratulations, LeBaric. I see your brothers in that new movie. I'm gonna try to watch it. What's the name of the movie?
LeBron brother
LeBaric,
in what movie?
LeBaric's brothers in this new movie. The Tyler Perry movie. What's the name of the movie? Y'all guys in the chat, can y'all help me out? What's the name of that movie?
Thank you
Uh,
so much, Miss Black Titanic, for
it's a
being
new
here. I
movie.
appreciate you. Sending you love. Thank you.
Love you, Black
And I
Titanic.
hope
Love you,
you like
Mama.
Titanic.
Love you. What's the name of the movie, y'all? It's a new movie Tyler Perry got out.
I don't know. I
Oh,
haven't been keeping up with him. I don't know if I like him still.
it's a movie
You
that
don't
Tyler
like
Perry got coming out.
I don't like Oprah neither. No,
Divorce, right? Divorce,
I don't like
divorce,
Tyler
something like
or
that,
Oprah.
right? I'm not sure, something like that. But the Barrett brothers starring in the movie.
Tia
uh
Voice.
What
Linda
is it?
says don't talk
Black
about the movie
Divorce.
Black Divorce.
Black Divorce. I think Black Divorce. She said what?
She said don't talk about the movie Black Divorce.
I ain't gonna. I never seen it. I just heard that his brother's in it. I never seen it. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. I won't say nothing, Miss Melinda, because I haven't seen it. So you know, but I haven't seen it. But I hear his brother's in it. LeBarry's brother's in it because he's on Instagram congratulating him and everything. See, that's why Destiny
Yeah,
mad too. That's why Destiny mad
before we
too.
go,
She fumbled the bag.
I
yeah,
don't.
absolutely. But before we go, y'all, they always trying to say a millimeter. So I consider myself a millimeter over here on the G
I am
Squad
too.
House channel. But look, do I have to have a stamp? Because I'm trying to figure out how can they identify who is and who is not a true millimeter.
Right.
They
Anybody can
don't.
come up and create and say, I'm a millimeter, but does that really mean that that person is a millimeter? How do they determine who is? Is it based off of what they say or what they don't say?
Right. You heard Stormy say it to Martell on the show.
When you hear people
The
say that,
millimeter came to the warehouse. First of all, she never heard Miss Black Titanic say she was a millimeter. Never.
but
She
the point
supports
is,
Melody.
when they
Yes.
say that, that's just a scapegoat because they know they can't say. Listen, all the mellometers, all the people that watch the show ain't all mellometers. Put it that way.
Right.
There are regular
Right.
people that watch the show, and there are regular people that don't like what they see. They don't like womanizing A-Bers. They don't like people degrading them and stuff like that. So people don't like some of the things that go on in the show. They don't have to particularly be a mellometer, and they
Right. And some
complain.
people love
But
Melody. They
because
support her and
somebody
everything.
complains, they're gonna say they're a
Right.
mellometer.
Right. And some people love Melody and support Melody. They just don't want a title. They just don't want to be titled as a millimeter. But they love her, order from her, speak highly of her, love her to death. But they just don't want a title of some people don't want to be titled as a millimeter, but they love Melody to death. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people are not millimeters. A lot of them pretend to be millimeters.
That's true too. To
Period.
set up stuff, to make
Right.
chaos.
Right. So I
Because
don't know what they're talking about.
wait a minute, AL is not a mellometer. And he went to Dusty's house opening and did what he did for his own clicks and views. Okay? It had nothing to do with Mel or her support. Okay? So therefore, we know that there are other people that watch the show that ain't mellometers that step out of line, right?
Mm.
And there's a lot of people who's not millimeters who don't like Marceau. They don't like the Scots. A lot of people who are not millimeters still don't like the Scots. They don't like Stormy. They don't like a lot of the cast. They don't like Kimmy. And a lot of people that I've talked to are not millimeters. And they
I
don't
don't
like them.
care. When they
And they
say
don't
that,
like
I
the
be
way
like,
they treat
whatever.
them.
Y'all
Right.
sound ignorant saying it,
It's
repeating it. You
ignorant.
sound
It's
ignorant
ignorant. It's
to
ignorant.
Check.
repeat it.
Let me read what Linda wrote, y'all. Check this out. And after I read this, I'm gonna need to know where your chemist is. Linda says Stormisha is being sued allegedly due to mold being found in her products allegedly. So now, where's the
What?
chemist? Where's the chemist at? Is TikTok gonna allow this to happen?
Well, I watched the video earlier, and it didn't say she was being sued, but the woman did say that she's given the review so that the business can learn from it and grow and do better and take constructive criticism. She says she don't want the business to fail, but she wants the business to do better and use this as constructive criticism and work on it.
But this is not the first time that people have heard that there was mold in her stuff. This was a long while ago. People were saying that some people were saying they got the product and it was it was molded and stuff. This is not the first time that they've heard this. And
Mm.
this woman
Right.
went.
Well, I didn't hear
woman-
she's being sued. They was just giving her, some
Well, she
feedback.
got a whole lot of lawsuits. Allegedly, in my opinion, she's sure maybe this one may not be sure, but she got enough lawsuits coming at her
Yeah, we know
about
about
that
the other
product.
ones, but this person in the chat was saying, Linda was saying specifically about the with the woman. She got
Right.
the woman got 1 million followers,
Mhm.
and she does reviews and stuff like that. And she's a influencer. And
Mhm.
she tested the product, and like I said, she specifically with this one, she said she ain't suing. She said she just wants her to learn, and hopefully she'll take it the right way. She said it ain't meant for her to take it the wrong way. That ain't on her.
You know how many customers said they haven't even
Uh,
received their product from Stormy. They haven't even received their
I gotta
product.
go, y'all, because I gotta bring my son to Dunkin' Donuts for he go crazy.
Thank you, Miss
Cool.
LaDon, for being up here. I
Thank you.
love you. Appreciate
I
you
Love you,
so
love
much.
you
LaDon.
guys too. Love you,
Love you,
Cheryl.
LaDon. Love you, babe. Love you.
Miss LaDon, Miss LaDon,
Bye.
you got a half a second. Wait a minute, sure. Miss
Yeah.
Black Titanic says Stormy just got a $30,000 plus lien on her house a few weeks ago.
I
Exactly.
told y'all that's why she's
Exactly.
moving. I
Yep.
Exactly.
said she is moving because she want to get out of the mess before it really hit the fan because she's embarrassed. She don't want to admit that's the reason why she would move. But I
Exactly.
knew she was running because it ain't the money's funny. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
This woman might not be suing her, but she got enough lawsuits to take her to last her lifetime. There's many. She being sued by many. Period. So
Well, Miss Candy, she can run all she want to away from them bills. They still gonna follow her, whether she forward the address or not.
right.
Okay.
Oh my
All they gotta
goodness.
do, all they gotta do is trace that social security number and watch TikTok.
Yes. I don't think TikTok gonna be around too much longer, dude. She better go get her another job, y'all. But Cheryl,
Right.
you got anything else?
No, that's it. And
J28 says 30,000 to a millionaire is nothing. It will. So would this be like the second lien?
Well, that's just one lien, though. That's the lien. But what about those judgments, those big lawsuits? Those,
I heard
what
it's
else?
two.
You got to add
I heard
those
it's
in.
two. I heard it's 2 liens. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I heard there's a lot of lawsuits she got. So, I mean, at the end of the day, she gonna end
Candy,
up
she
working for the
leased
post
that
office.
car. She did not buy. Allegedly, in my opinion, she did not buy that car for no $100,000. She leased that car.
Wow. But
All the
all right,
secret to the
ladies.
stars now.
We're gonna get out of here. Thank everybody
Okay.
for being
Love
here.
y'all.
I could not speak to everybody as normal. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I hope everybody hit that good like, share, and subscribe button. If you didn't, make sure you hit it on your way out. And until the next time, we're out of here. Y'all have a good one. Bye.